Good evening. Welcome back to the Mancunian Way. My name is Matt and I'm your host. It's Stateside. It's Wednesday. A little bit of a disclaimer. YouTube and StreamYard are playing funny beggars. It is not our fault. This is on YouTube or StreamYard, Google, whoever you want to blame. So your comments may struggle to cut through. All I'll say is please bear with us. Please just keep trying. Sometimes they go through. Other times they are not going through. So, yeah. Good evening, people. Jack, Danny, Kelster, how are we?
Doing pretty good, mate. How are you?
I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Cade, yeah, we're going to get into all this. Hello, Cade. Listen, the comments aren't going to be loads tonight, so I won't have a load of work to do on the comment-wise. Mingy Wong says hello to the American fans. Adam Quinn with the emojis. Dash says hello. And Perix Baby says big up. And that's it. So end of the comment section. Hope we're all good. Tonight we're going to talk kits. Have a bit of fun. I want to start with a rant. I can't let it go. I have to do this. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it. Before we get into the fun stuff, can I get the serious stuff out of the way?
You go for it.
Because apparently there's been breaking news for the last 24 hours that Manchester City have been deducted 60 points. I've missed it somewhere. I don't know where it's happened from. Well, I do. I'm being a bit facetious now. Kieran Maguire said, hypothetically, I am begging people to understand the word hypothetically and potentially. I have watched countless streams from so-called football content creators. I have been on shows where apparently we are hung, drawn and quartered and finished and we're off down to the North Conference, wherever we want to play. We're going to play in a field on a Sunday morning. Championship's not good enough for us. League One is not good enough for us. League Two isn't good enough for us. They want us liquidated. Guys, can we stop buying the bullshit? I'm going to say this. I'm not sure about continue on certain shows until things change. Because there is an anti-City hate. If you say anything, you're a victim. If you don't say anything, you're not a treat. Listen, I'll come to conclude City fans are just hated. We're hated as a football club. Fine. So you want to blame us because your clubs need to do better. It's not our fault. I don't know why it is. I'm bored of it. I'm bored of going through it. I'm bored of fighting comments. I'm bored of fighting anti-City people. I'm bored of it all. I'd have more respect for people if you went, you know what? I just don't like City. Because then I know the truth. Then I know what I'm going into. So it's the people who just, I've had enough of it. I'm bored of it. So, yeah, City have not been deducted 60 points. There is no decision on the 115. It is all under NDAs. We're not going anywhere. The only thing that is factual is Manchester City have signed 3 huge sponsorship deals in the last 7 days. With Revolut, BYD, and Silent Night. I think these multi-billionaire companies, millionaire companies, etc., do a little bit of due diligence before they walk into these situations, especially a provident financial company like Revolut. And the other thing, Etihad does not own Manchester City. It's the other thing I got told today. Etihad does not own City. Abu Dhabi United Group do. It was found in CAS that Etihad are a separate entity. I'm sorry, cry about it. There's a video on the channel that goes through it all. I'm bored of it. I don't know if you guys want to say anything before we get to the fun stuff, but I've seen some City fans literally thinking we're getting a 60-point deduction.
I don't really have a major opinion on it. Nobody knows what's going to happen. People asked me about it today as well, and it has been so long at this point. It is a bit tiresome to talk about and speculate about. Like, there's so many charges. Who knows what any of it actually is going to happen? It is what it is. I could not care less about speculation at this point. I'm very ready for the day where they announce whatever the outcome is, so we don't have to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I can't really comment much on something I don't know anything about. None of us know anything. Martin said there's NDAs. Again, speculation is completely useless. No matter what we say, rival fans think they can will a punishment into existence. They can't. We can't will a non-guilty verdict into existence. So there's not really much point talking about it apart from the couple weeks where it was really hanging over our heads right at the start. So I've got nothing to say, really.
Coast.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. That's the most sense you've talked in 6 weeks.
Jeez. I'm putting my faith in Lord Panic. That's all I can say. That guy, he sounds like the guy, you know. Go win us the case. And then let's go embarrass everybody, because nobody on the internet knows what they're talking about. We'll just say that. About the case.
So let's go Bears.
What?
Let's go Bears, or let's go and embarrass everyone.
Embarrass.
Oh, I thought you said let's go Bears. Thought we're doing.
I did go Cal, so.
Also, quick one. Don't forget, if you do, this is a big thing we're going to push at the moment about teen cancer at the moment that is going on. It's something that's been brought to us by one of our moderators, Dash. Top guy. QR code is there. The link is also there. I can't put it in the chat because it won't go in tonight. But yeah, the charities aim to support and provide awareness of teenage cancer. We believe that teenage cancer has become unprecedented and overlooked, underrepresented, and overlooked. Thus, it leaves young people to suffer without any form of provision that can help find ways to cope with their daily lives. Hopefully, with these donations, it can give them a fighting chance against cancer, but also to give them happiness in a very hard period of their life. Any donation, including £1, is welcome. And the QR code is on the top left for you guys as well. Just for the 115 haters. There you go. I don't know. Yeah, what about 115? Yeah, sorry. Whoops. We'll keep chucking that around.
Yeah. Well,
where the goose started, what about 115? What about 115? And the goose is like chasing angrily after the guy. That's the best theme.
I just want to say, well done, Darsh. Keep fighting the good fight. Yeah, you're doing great work there. So.
Yeah. It's very prominent to me because people know my nephew is 21, has suffered from it at the moment, and he's suffering with it. So it is a big thing for me at the minute. But anyone with cancer needs that support as well. So big up to you all. Keep fighting the fight. Vader is going to join us in about 15 minutes. Ed, not here tonight because he's taking out his girlfriend. He's being all Mr. Romantic tonight.
Good for Ed, man. Good for Ed.
No,
A bit of breaking news to you all. Ed's going to run this show next week.
Oh, wow.
I'm not here. So Ed will do the Forest post-match.
Sounds good.
Yeah, a bit of breaking news for you all there.
Well,
might be Ed and Pat. House Captain was going to join us, but he can't, so he's going to come on next week or the week after. Top guy to him. Tariq might show, might not, we'll see. But big up to everyone. But kits, as you can see, I've dusted one of the retro ones off from my time as a City fan, as a youngster, kind of Danny's age. No, I was a lot younger than Danny, actually. The 93 to 95 away kit.
Nice.
Umbro. And I've got loads of
others. Was that like the Brian Horton era? Or who was manager?
Yes, that was the Brian Horton era, yes. Uwe Rosler, Paul Walsh era.
Lovely
This
stuff.
one. So, yeah, what I'm going to kick off with is next season's have obviously been confirmed. This is next season's home kit. Thoughts on it, guys?
It is beautiful, I would say. I love the white tint of everything, the white badge. I really like the whiteness of it. Typically, you get the full-on badge like this. I think it looks cool whenever you change it a little bit. Like the black kit this year has the silver badge. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think
these are all my kits that I'm bringing out in a bit, by the way.
Couldn't even put them on hangers?
Nice.
No, because I'll get killed. I've been told it's not. My office is not a city museum. That's what I've been told. So
You should open one then. You know, they've got the football museum like near the city centre. You should open a city museum.
Yeah, probably.
Because we are very much underrepresented in that museum, I have to say. But then again, it's a very historical place, so I wouldn't expect anything else.
Oh, he's here.
There he is.
There he is.
You're late. That's 2-week fine.
2-week fine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know,
Getting a pay cut.
seeing as I'm the only one that's getting paid on here outside of Martin, I'll take
Tariq,
that.
don't tell him.
The rest of you should be arguing for a better contract.
Don't tell him.
I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich.
100 trillion Zimbabwe dollars.
Yeah.
That's about 10p.
Yeah.
No, I don't even think that's worth a penny.
Wow. As
That's
a
like the
kid,
old
I'll get some real
Italian
money, but
lira.
I don't want to.
yeah.
When I was younger, the Italian lira used to be like that. You used to think you were
That's what I was
millionaire.
gonna say.
And you're
when I
like,
was
you
a
weren't
kid.
there. Like, you had about £3 in your back pocket, but
Yeah.
about 12,000 notes.
Yeah, we lived in
Venezuelan
Germany.
currency.
We lived in Germany. We went to Milan, and my dad was like, "Here," he gave me like, I don't know, 7,000 lira or something like that. I was like, "Oh my god!" And you just like go to Wendy's or something. And it's like you can barely get a value meal or whatever. It's like it's nothing.
South Korea is the same way. The won is they have very high bills. Like I have a note from when I went to South Korea 10 years ago. It's like a 15,000 won note, and I'm just like, it's like barely. I think it's worth like a quarter.
Oh, just why I do that. So that is the home kit for next year, confirmed. It is going to be white. There is white underneath the armpits as well at the sleeve. So as you know, underneath there, we'll wear some people
It's gonna
smell.
get stained.
Yeah, that'll get stained. Good deodorant is a good one for that one. And this is the away kit.
Oh,
I don't know if
That's
it's
very
the
nice.
away or the third one. That hasn't been confirmed yet to which one is, but obviously the black and the gold with the B embezzled
is
into
great as
obviously
well.
the shirt, the Manchester B, the working B. Because someone's going to ask, what does the B represent? Manchester working B.
Yeah.
Is what it
So,
represents.
do you think that was gold, or you think that's more like a neon?
Yeah, well,
That's
go on. I'll
gold.
let you
That
let me
looks
decide. Is it
gold.
gold or is it yellowy?
It's very much gold.
It
Is it
looks
definitely
like
gold?
gold around the bees in Manchester because, like, I remember walking out of the train station and seeing it on a trash can, and it was like a gold color. So I'm imagining it's that same color.
It's not piss white. Someone's going to say piss yellow. It's not just that, by the way. 'Cause I know someone in the comments underneath is going to say that, just to be clear.
Well, their comment's probably not going to load, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, probably won't.
Comments
Load.
aren't gonna load.
Now,
Yeah, YouTube's having an issue with comments
So-
today.
I'm going to, yeah, YouTube's having a nightmare. So, a Puma
Owen.
hit home with these kits for next year, guys?
I do like the home kit because I think in the Puma era when they've done just like plain blue kits, I've not been a fan. I've liked when they've done a bit more. I think obviously in like the Nike and Umbro era, I think the plain blue kits back then were a lot better. So I do like this one. Got a soft spot for kits like this. You know, the 2021 kit, you had like the cracked glass pattern. That one was also pretty cool. So I like it. I like it.
I like
Ombre.
it. I
The ombre at
question.
the bottom is just beautiful.
Yeah, I like that kit. I wonder what do you guys think about the monochromatic badge, the all white, as opposed to like the normal badge?
That's the
I
bit I
love that.
love.
I love
That
That's
would
the
have been
bit
sick
that
if that had been
popped,
gold. If that had been like gold outlined or something, just something to make it pop. That oh god, that would have been so much better. Like just
But
like
you don't
an
want the
outline.
full
All it needs is
color.
an outline, and it would.
You
just
don't want the
pop.
full color thing. Gotcha.
I don't mind it. I like the white badge.
It's a nice change up. I think typically it is full color badge, so I like the monochromatic of it. Like this year, we've got the full color badge, and then the black kit is the silver one. I don't think we need to discuss the rain kit, but that one's kind of weird. The triangle kit I actually like this year. The fourth kit, the green one. I like that.
Yeah,
one a
decent
little
kit.
bit. But that one, same thing, monochromatic. I really like the monochromatic. I just think it stands out a little bit more to me. And in general, I've not liked Puma as much as I like the Nike kits. But I'm kind of a Nike like guy. I just like Nike.
He's in the Nike cult. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through them all tonight.
Just a bit.
Do you know one of the other
Oh,
favorite
I forgot I
ones?
was supposed to wear my kit, wasn't I?
Now, this
Dang it.
is an
Right,
actual
that's a
match.
nice
I've
You,
got to be
you
very
were.
careful
Harry.
with this.
That is
This is
poor from you, man.
a very expensive treasure. This is match worn by Nicholas and Nelka.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Match
Because
one.
you haven't framed it.
Yeah,
Because
Reebok
I
here.
am getting it in a frame. Because believe it or not, might even give it away on the channel.
Wow.
Oh,
So as you can
How
see,
did
an
you
Nelka,
how did you get it?
it was from a store that was on Deansgate. My son got it for Christmas. It was on Deansgate. It was called Football Shirt Thing. It's basically where you have to spend a lot of money to buy shirts.
Oh.
Because they're all match-worn shirts that are in there. It used to be on Deansgate in Manchester. It's shut down now. I don't know if anyone can remember the name of the store, but it was on there. But even the feel of it, it was made by Reebok. There's the old badge. That was hanging, and I hated it. And then it got made worse because it was put into a shield. But the colours were just so... First advice that went out of business after the season I was having them. Reebok, when Reebok were cool.
Yeah. And then we had what?
Oh
Cox
my God.
Sportif
Reebok
after
is
that.
such a 90s
Look up.
company.
And then obviously an Elka with the Premier League badges on the bottom.
Nice.
It's cool, yeah.
So, yeah, that is my prime. And you can't even tell it's proper because it even feels thicker and the material is like 1,000 times better in quality. Because I have got this
is that
one
just
properly from the other where brother wasn't just thinking it was outlined, but that doesn't fit me anymore because that was when I was about 12. And I don't expect a shirt of, when I was 12 to fit me when I'm 43. So, no. That always amazes me when people go, oh, you've got no retro shirts. You don't wear retro. No, because you don't wear retro shirts from a kid into an adult. Because you shouldn't be the same size as a kid to an adult. It's common logic, isn't it, really?
Yeah, you can't tell through the camera, but this shirt I'm wearing is like a healthy handful of sizes too small. It's just the only one. It's the only one with the old badge that I know where it is. I've got a bunch with the old badge, but it's the only one I can find. So you got to get the old badge in, I think.
No, of course you do. Of course you do. But yeah, there's loads. I've got, which I had this one specially printed up. This one's inside out. Yeah, can I be a bit honest?
I think that's the one I was going to go grab.
They're all clean, but my other half wears these as 90s.
Looks like the 17-18 kit. One from
So there's that
Stanford,
one with
yeah.
the Manchester
I've
B
got
on.
that one. Well, not with the B on it.
I've got that one with David Silva on the back, but it's
So
also
obviously that's got the B on it. That came out from after the Manchester MEN bombings, sadly at the Ariana Grande, where people did lose their lives. That's why the Manchester B got put onto the shirt. So there's that one. I've got, obviously, this is obviously one of the main ones as well because of what we did in it. The treble kit.
I do love the treble kit.
Mm-hmm.
I got loads of it.
The red collar.
I did buy the 50 and the year of the, I don't know what year this was.
Is that last
The
season, or 2
dragon?
seasons ago?
It was
I
the
can't remember.
Chinese one, but I don't know which one it was. Year of whatever last season's was. Is that one?
Dude, the Chinese New Year one from, I think it was the treble season, where it was like navy and then it had the gold trim. That one is really nice.
I did like this one.
I own that one.
I have that one.
Yeah, I
It's
got that
totally,
one as well.
it's totally faded, but I own it.
Yeah, mine's not faded. I look after them. I've got a goalie shirt, which is a
Zach
bit
Steffen on the back.
No.
Nah, that kit's from after
What?
he left.
Get in the bin, you. We use Zach Steffen. Obviously, there's my goalie one. Hey, Edison special. One of my favourite ones.
Were we all supposed to bring our shirts and we were gonna have a
I
fashion?
was
Should I
gonna
go,
say,
should I go pull all my hangers
The
out?
water, the Save Water kit.
21 to
Yeah,
22.
that's a nice
Lovely
one.
kit.
That's a nice one.
These are all a bit too big for me.
I just remember De Bruyne scoring 4 in that one.
And then my last one was obviously the Aston Villa year.
Yep, 21 to 22.
Got
again.
that one.
Yeah.
I think I skipped that
And
one.
obviously this
I
one,
don't own any kits. I don't own any
buy them
kits from
all if I
that
don't
year
like
now.
I skipped
so I
that
got
one.
loads of kits. Here it is, classic football shirts on Dale Street. Yeah.
I've been
That's
there.
where that one was from. Classic
I have
football
been there.
shirts. And then obviously my son bought me this Christmas, which is 101 Manchester City shirts from down the years. So if you give me a year, I can give you a shirt. The sponsor, the name, the old kid caboodle, goalie tops. It's got everything in there, even from the oldest days. So the very first one we ever played in, I'm not sure why, because I can't get these on the internet, was that one, which is just a plain white shirt, basically. Like a shirt you'd wear on a night out. That was from 1953 was they wore it in a Hearts friendly. Obviously, you got
Hey,
that
Martin,
one.
you want to shout out Air Crypto, new member? Just
wow. The comments coming back. Air Crypto becomes a new member. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Oh, God, even my things have gone on. What is going on with StreamYard tonight? So thank you,
I
Air
think it's
Crypto.
mostly a YouTube issue because, yeah, I was on a stream earlier and the host was like, yeah, there's a problem with the comments.
My two favorite kits were these two. Was the two away kits from here, which is the purple and the white one.
Peter Beagre.
Yeah.
I can never read that name without reading it in your voice because you always go like Beagre.
Someone's watched the documentary on another channel. Bit of Peter Beagre. A little bit of Peter Beagre. I mean, I've got loads of them, but some of that one I've got somewhere. That came on sale. It was a maroon shirt with white pinstripes with First Advice. It was a limited edition. We only brought out 3,000 of them, and it went on sale at the final ever derby at Main Road. That we beat United 3-1.
Yeah,
we wore it once. That was it. I mean, for you guys, was a shirt the way it looks? Was it an occasion? Was it a player? What do you associate shirts with?
It's weird. I feel like it should be the other way around. The more recent ones, it's how it looks, and the older ones, it's the games we wore them in. Like the Mancini Pellegrini days, I associate them with the games they were played in. But the more recent ones, I buy them because they look good. I rarely buy kits nowadays, but I'm more based on looks now, which is, again, you'd think that's what a young person would do. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, you know what? It looks good. I'll buy it.
I'm not that old.
I'm with Danny. I
Danny's
rarely
happy
buy
age.
kits as well. I probably have like 6 total, honestly. But I just buy the ones I think look cool, which is why I bought this orange one, because it's kind of similar to my college university's colors. So I just liked it.
Yeah, I always think of the 3-3 draw at Celtic Park in that season. The Sterling scored no in goal. And then that was also, I think that was also the kit we lost 4-0 to Barca in when Bravo got sent off for handballing outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
But I might be wrong. That kit is that season's very.
I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I've started buying basically 1, maybe 2 a year or a season. So it just depends on which one out of that group, which ones do I like. Now, like I haven't bought any so far this season, but I plan to buy the black one. And then we'll see about any of the rest of them. But I will probably buy the home kit for next year. I like that. And I love the B. So I'm going to end up probably getting both of those.
Oh, I cannot wait to buy that away shirt next year. Turkey
that's
100%. That's the turkey on the back one.
That's amazing. So I got to get
turkey
that.
on the back. Turkey on the back. It's got to be turkey on the back.
I'm
well, I don't know who I'm going to get.
I used to never put names on the back. Like
either.
I went through a whole phase of just like not putting names on the back, and then I was like, damn. During the treble season, I was like, I got to put a name on this. So I finally put De Bruyne on, and now I'm like, names, everybody's names.
I'm quite the opposite. I used to get names. Now I don't get names anymore.
Yeah, I used to. Because I went through a phase where everyone I put on the back left. I don't know why, but it was like every name I got to put on the back, within 6 months they left. So I was like, got my favorite player. I mean, I have phases of favorite players. Was I had, like Sweep was my guy. He was my guy. And I went and got his name. It cost, back then is when you used to pay per letter. So not pay as like one thing.
Oh, yeah. So with his last name, it'd be a fortune.
Yeah, so you can imagine, right, Dash, Phillips. And then I was paying like an extra 30 quid just for the bloody Wright Phillips part on the back. And he pitched off to Chelsea. And it broke my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I cried for 3 days. I was like, how dare you leave? Like, how dare you? I got George Weah on the back.
Oh, he was only here for a few months.
And then he was here for, because I was like, I think the thing with Weah was the first big name I'd ever seen. For me, George Weah was someone I watched on the TV on Channel 4 on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, late 90s.
I never thought I'd see George Weah live at Main Road running around the football pitch in a City shirt.
And then you never thought you'd see him leave because he couldn't get enough playing time.
Yeah, and then I was like, the guy's playing for the second team in the the Carling Cup at the time against Stockport County at Edgeley Park. He can't even get a game because as Spencer Pryor once said on the channel to us, it was like they'd signed his twin brother. It was like the real George Weah didn't turn up. It was like his evil twin brother. So he left, so I ended up getting Richard Dunn because the club obviously reimbursed me. And he said, we can't give you a fresh shirt, but we can, but we have to have a name on the back. So I said, well, because they said you can have a new number or the name. So obviously 22 had gone over from Weah to Richard Dunn, so I had to have Richard Dunn. So then he became a favourite player. I got Kinkladze. He pissed off to Ajax. So I just stopped because I thought there's no point.
Well, this group of players that we've had have just been like done so much for the club. I was like, I really want to like stamp it on. Like, I want to make sure I have a shirt with their name on it. And I think my biggest regret is that I didn't do that with David Silva because he's like one of my favorite players. But he played during the era where I was not putting names on the back of shirts, and so now I've got to hunt one of those down because I would feel wrong if I didn't have that. But yeah, I started with De Bruyne, and now I made sure to get Rodri. You'll never believe this, but I do have one with Bernardo Silva on it. You'll never believe it, but I do. I can go get it to prove it. I can go get it to prove it to you if you want. And
What's
then the
Alfie Haaland, number 15.
Hey, to prove it wasn't the only Ireland to wear a blue shirt. Well,
that's a good shirt too. And then the away kit last year, the 99 replica one, I was like, that just screams Phil Foden to me. So I put Foden on the back of that one.
Oh, Berkovic was another one. Oh, and Foe. I got Foe on the back.
Yeah.
And we all know what happened there. So I was like, I just give up. I give up with names. Because 4 of them left, 1 passed away. I was like, I am just getting told something by the gods above. I know loads of people are messaging me. YouTube is down. So the ones who've got my number, please don't WhatsApp me shouting because I know some of you are doing it right now. It's not my fault. It's YouTube's. Not my fault. I promise you. Don't shout at me. Don't unsubscribe.
Wait a second. What is going? Let me see if there's.
YouTube is having a moment. So yeah. Well, I mean, what is it? I mean, Tariq, for you, was it the design? Did the kit manufacturer play any sort of thing? Because I know people say like Nike, Umbro, Lecoq Sportif, Reebok. What is it for you on kits?
Well, when I started watching, we were in Nike kits, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe we just switched to Nike. So being from the US, I was really big on Nike. I shouldn't say from the US, but just in general, I was big on Nike. So I liked that. I wasn't really completely sure when we made the switch to Puma, but I don't mind the Puma kits. But for me, yeah, it's because usually if I'm buying them in the moment. We haven't won anything in it yet. I'm buying it because it's, I like the way it looks. And then we go win something and it adds a little bit more sentimental value to it. The only kit that I've ever bought that wasn't bought the year that it came out was I found a Beasley jersey and I was able to get that signed, but that's the only one I've ever bought that was, like a quote unquote retro. So for me, it's always, I like the way that this looks. I bought the treble kit because I liked the way it looked. And then we win the treble in it. So now it's even got additional sentimental value on it. But yeah, it's for me, it's a lot of the way it looks, which is why I like both of those kits that you showed for next year. I will probably get both of them, which is why I didn't get the rain kit, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is horrendous. That's just my opinion, but it's horrendous. So I would never buy it. Even if we won, that's like a cup kit, I think. So if we won the FA Cup in it, I'm still not gonna go buy it. It's just, it doesn't appeal to me. So that's just my take on it. Like I said, I only typically buy 1 or 2 a year, so it's not like I'm, dropping a bunch of money on it, but it's gotta be appealing to me. But there are some that I look at and I go back and I'm like, man, I wish I would have had that one, or I wish I could go get that one, because I do like the way that they look. My favorite kit of all time is the 13-14 third kit.
Yeah.
It's the white with the blue stripe slash whatever.
I
love that kit, and I when I see it, I see David Silva in it. It's just like, that's perfect.
It screams Yaya to me, or it screams. It screams James Milner at the Allianz Arena. 3-2 come from behind win.
So I love that, and so it's like, okay, I could, and then like for a home kit, really weird, but the 15-16 with the white collar.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I love that shirt.
Absolutely.
I love that shirt.
I
And
love that one.
It's not like it's
Kevin De Bruyne.
It's kind of plain, but I can see Sergio in it. Like, I can vividly see Sergio in it. I can see KDB in it. So it's like, man, I wish I could have got that, or I wish I should have got that. But like early on, I wasn't buying kits because I was just watching at home. I think I bought my first kit. Let's see. When they came to the US for a tour, they played Tottenham.
2017 then.
I was going to say that would have been the 17-18. I bought the home. It was a Nike kit. And then I bought the third kit, which I think you put up, or was that the away kit? That burgundy, the one you put up earlier.
Yeah, that was the away kit. The third one
the
was,
away
was
kit, yeah.
black, and it said City on the ass of the player.
Yeah. So those are the first 2 kits that I bought, and I bought one ahead of going to the match, and then one when I was at the match. So yeah.
Yeah, I have special connections to that 15-16 kit because I bought it in Manchester when I went to my first Etihad game in that season. So yeah, I have that kit with De Bruyne on the back. Not the most obscure player. We had some very, very obscure players playing for us that season, especially in that one cup game against Chelsea. But yeah, no, that's the kit I bought in Manchester, so I got a special connection to that kit. So probably my favorite Nike home kit of all time. Of course, the Umbro ones were pretty good, and then the Puma ones, take them or leave them. So
I feel like the Puma ones are just like, they either really hit or they really don't. For me, at least. Like there's been some absolute bangers under Puma, but there's been some absolute stinkers as well. Whereas Nike felt a little more balanced. But it just in my opinion. Maybe you guys disagree.
I would agree. Nike's just the best.
I wasn't a Nike.
Would you want to switch back to Nike now?
Yes, 100%.
Like, when you think about kit providers, you think about the big 3, of course, Adidas, or Adidas for our other fans.
Adidas.
But then you got Nike and Puma. Out of those 3, you like Nike the best?
Yes.
I like Umbro more than both of them. I think if we could get Umbro back, I'd love that the most.
Do they still make kits though? But I don't know if Umbro still makes.
Yeah.
Are they?
They don't tend to do big clubs.
What's it? Everton they sponsored a few years ago. I can't remember, but
I think you're right. I think I remember
they definitely sponsored someone else like towards the tail end of the.
My thing for Puma was where I didn't like Nike, and I'm sorry this is going to sound so
Nike
gatekeeping when I say this.
Nike.
I don't mean this in the sounding way. Nike had nothing. Any of their designs had nothing to do with Manchester City. They were all generic. Every away kit for every team they had for Nike looked the same. There was nothing different. They had that atrocious quality street one, which looked hanging. Like purple with an orange sash. What has that got to do with Manchester City? Never was anything to do with City. The one Rydrack's wearing there with the bright orange, nothing to do with Manchester City ever.
It's beautiful though.
That blue,
And they did
with the orange
illusionist-
sash doesn't have anything to do with doesn't have anything to do with City, but I like it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But the reason it's each to your own. The reason I like Puma is everything they do is a homage to Manchester, to the city of Manchester.
What about 21-22 third kit, where it says Man City?
I think that's one of the
Oh,
worst
I
things
hate
we've
that
ever had.
one.
Yeah, that was one of the worst ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, some of their third kids are just
I actually don't hate it. I mean, I'm the only one that I've ever heard not say that. I don't necessarily hate it.
Home kit, they did the 016 one. So the
Mm.
Manchester local phone
Mhm.
number when people had landlines and they weren't all on mobiles. So they had the Manchester area code. They've done. I know people don't like the water one, but the Manchester rain. They did the. Was it the Hacienda one they did?
Yeah. Oh my god, I love that. I
Everything
debated
was
wearing that tonight. 'cause I love
everything
the
was
Hacienda, it's one of my favorites.
Was paid homage to Manchester, the city itself.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, that's just a big thing for me. It's a big thing.
The thing that
They
stands
could've
out
done the rain
about
one better,
Puma,
though.
the
Do
thing,
a rain one that's blue. Like, hello, water is blue. Why is it neon yellow? Like, that's atrocious. But like, I just feel like there's so much potential for it. The new shirt this season for next season looks more like an homage to the rain than the one that is actually the homage to the rain.
Well,
For
even though
me-
next season's away, the Manchester Bay, there's a connection.
that's
to the
amazing.
city
Yeah,
there.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, that I agree with.
But to me, forgetting the kits themselves, the thing that I like about us being with Puma is we are undoubtedly the top club for them. When we were with Nike, they had Barca, they had a bunch of other clubs.
Liverpool, I think.
Yeah, well, if you go to Adidas, you got
Oh, no,
Real
they're
Madrid,
Adidas,
all these
yeah.
other clubs. When it comes to Puma, they've got other clubs, but City is the main club in their stable, and I appreciate that. I like being that. I like our status being recognized. That doesn't mean that those other people or those other producers don't produce good kits, but I just like being the unequivocal top club in that stable. So. And that's probably got something to do with my ego or whatever. I don't know, but.
Yeah, no, I hear it. Listen, I think it's all preference. I think it's an all a preference on what people like and what they don't like. I just find, like I said, I'm biased because I'm a local fan. I get it. I'm biased and I want to pay homage to the city and everything else. But I get people like Nike or they like one thing. We've never had Adidas.
No.
We've never ever had Adidas. We've had everyone but Adidas. We seem to have just avoid. I don't know why, but City and Adidas did bid, by the way, for they were the second highest bidders. Puma went higher than them. Puma obviously just done this £1 billion deal, 100 million over 10 years to keep the rights. And if they keep performing kits like they have been doing, I'm looking forward to them. Because I think they're knocking it out of the park. Lacoste Sportif, I was a bit, yeah. Again, they were a bit generic.
Mid 2000s, wasn't that?
Yeah, like early, yeah. And then Reebok, again, a bit generic. Umbro, I just liked Umbro. I'm with Danny on that. I think Umbro really hit home again because they were very traditional, very looked at the past and everything else. Again, I'm just someone who looks at the history of the club. And I think when they look at that, it teaches people, it teaches fans. I'm a big believer in knowing the club and the traditions and the history and everything. And I know not everyone's like that. I get it. Some people like some of the gaudy kits we've had. Right?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Curtis here. The 07 white kits when we had Sven in charge, the Thomas Cook ones, the little stripy ones, like when we brought in Alano and Benjani and them.
I didn't like that one.
You didn't. I like that one and the purple one from that season.
What was that? Does a home kit meant to have pinstripes?
No, but it was unique. And again,
I'm here
back
for
then-
the Yankees.
back then it's the games for me. Like that
Yeah.
Benjani game at Old Trafford. That's the one I think of. I wasn't a
that
fan
was a
back then. I was
special
fairly
kit,
born
though,
back
wasn't it?
then. But
That was a special kit
yeah,
because obviously the Munich air disaster, and we were paying homage to that as well. We weren't allowed. There was no sponsors allowed to be on any of them shirts. Funnily enough, you couldn't buy any of them shirts.
yeah. Another one that I liked was the one we had back-to-back seasons in 9, 10, and 10, 11. The one with the red and black sash. I think we played the game at Stamford.
Can I
Bridge
say a
back
negative
then.
on kits?
Yeah, go on.
Do you think prices have gone way too out of control on them?
Yes, I think so.
The prices of everything are too expensive. That's just the world. But yes. That's why that's the primary reason I don't buy them either, because they're so expensive. But it's the same. Like if I wanted to buy a jersey from an American team that I support, it would be the same. That's why I don't buy those either, because it's so expensive. Like,
Yeah, I don't have any jerseys from American teams because, again, once I started buying kits, I was fully into footy. But, you know, I've been basketball fan, all these other things, but I've never bought shirts or jerseys or whatever. And so, like, when we have, like, at your job or whatever, we do, it's the Super Bowl, so you can wear a jersey to work. I'm wearing a city jersey. I'm not wearing a football jersey, an American football jersey. I'm wearing a city. It's all I got. So
the other problem with NBA jerseys is they're like tank tops, and you really just can't.
Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah,
around.
but I thought, like, I'm a big Miami fan, as you know. I don't have a Miami jersey. I have a bunch of Miami stuff, shirts and hoodies and whatever, but not a jersey. So I've thought about rectifying that. But
So you call them jerseys. Stop.
well, we're talking about American sports.
You're making me
America,
crazy.
they're
Stop with
jerseys.
the jerseys, stop.
Those are American jerseys. These are footy shirts. These are
I
different.
know you're on Stateside. I know. I'll let it
And I
slide.
try to switch, based
Good
on
job,
the
mate.
sport.
Mate would love a chat about jerseys. He loves it.
Oh, God, you should show up on a hockey one.
There you go.
I love a
Canadian
jersey.
on that, yeah.
Get my
I need
jersey
to
out.
get a hockey jersey.
You
There
know
was
the scary thing is though.
Has
It's so
anybody
Celebrini.
talked to him about getting beat in the Olympics?
Oh, yeah, that's probably why he's not here. He's too embarrassed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, we did the double over them too. The
Yeah,
men
men
and the
and
women.
women.
That's what I was
Oof.
gonna say.
Canada.
I
they
don't.
own you right
Admittedly,
now.
I'm not
How
a big.
did
hockey
England do,
fan.
Martin?
Oh,
I couldn't give a damn about the Winter Olympics.
I can't say you're going to do any better in the World Baseball Classic because you got a crappy team in that as well.
I saw something today.
But we're talking about America, a fan of sport to go down.
Oh, no. But
Oh
I
my
saw
God,
something
World
today.
Baseball
It
Classic. I
was
forgot
it
about
was
that.
England. They were England. If you want to say, like, there was it looked like an NFL jersey, but it said England across the front. Then they had like a baseball jersey that said England across the front. And they were like, okay, here it goes. It's begun or whatever, basically talking about the Americanization or whatever. I'm assuming these are ahead of the World Cup probably. But I was just interested that they didn't seem to like. I thought they were pretty cool. If they didn't say England in front of them, I probably would buy them. I don't have any reason to buy an English shirt, but I thought they were really nice looking, right? Just looking at the way they look. But this particular person and the people in the comments didn't seem to care for them very much. And again, I think it was just because it looks like an NFL jersey. It's got, sleeves, and it's got the V-neck shirt, collar, and whatever else. So I don't know. It's just interesting how people feel about different things.
Yeah. I would say I do think America in general has the style more correct, where the team is the biggest part of the jersey and the sponsor is like small. It's okay with City because Etihad, like, everybody knows it's basically said the same thing almost, but you don't see like a Miami Heat jersey that says like American Airlines Arena across the front. It just says Heat or Miami.
Yeah.
I
well, the
always thought that
apps
was
on the
weird.
NBA shirts they're pretty new. Like,
And
they have
Yeah.
little
they're
Yeah.
things or whatever,
relatively
but
new.
they don't do it on the NFL or the baseball ones. Oh, I'm gonna have to send you a picture of my I have a Buster Posey shirt. I should send that to you, Danny.
See, the
I
one
bought
I
it to
didn't like,
2010, and then I bought patches for 12.
I
and
couldn't
14
stand the
and 21.
97 one because I just can't stand the atrocity that was that badge. And the laser blue made no sense either because the laser blue had no affiliation again with City. We were sky blue, we weren't laser blue. And I didn't get the eagle and the stars. There was just no. I know Danny's wearing it there, but there was no the eagle and the stars. I don't know.
You're not a fan of Superbia and Proelia, Martin.
Yeah, but that but I'm not. I don't. An eagle's now to do with City and now to do with Manchester.
No, you're
I'm
right.
sorry, I don't see many eagles flying around the skies of Manchester anytime soon. And I didn't know what the 3 stars were because at the time when it came out, United fans used to say exactly the amount of times you've been relegated.
It's like,
I
jokes
don't know
on
what the
that. There was
stars were
more than
about.
that.
I don't know what the stars were about. I really didn't.
Yeah,
We had a kit that we wore.
Why don't we put like
I want to say it was for
stars for trophies in championships on? Is that like a?
That's what
I know
they do
other
in
leagues.
Italy.
I know other. Yeah, I'll say I know other leagues do that. Why don't? Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's still. I mean, what is Italy? I mean, Liverpool and United could do it. The 20, but the 2 stars or whatever, because 1 star signifies 10 leagues.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is it 10?
In Serie A, at least. I don't. Maybe
Yeah,
only
that's how it is in Italy. Yeah.
No, I get it. I get it. Is there anything else you want to add on kits before we move on to a little bit of the news? Because I want to grab your opinions on them.
I'll say favorite kit and favorite goal scored in that particular kit.
Oh, geez.
We can go around.
I don't know how you guys remember.
Don't put me on the spot.
I was gonna say I don't know if I can remember, but go ahead.
Oh wait, I'm actually supposed to.
But Danny can probably name every goal of every kit we've scored in what round it was at. I mean, it's crazy how you got the memory, man. Your memory is crazy.
This one, Rosler.
I was gonna say one of my favorites. It's not that one, but it's a similar one. It's the 11-12 one where Dzeko scored the 4 goals. So. Not sure if it's my favorite, but it's at least
4 goals at White Hart Lane.
Yeah, which no longer exists.
No, but it does. It's just been
well,
turned.
We lost our final ever game there, even though Bravo saved the penalty. Anyway, anyone else?
I'm looking at them all right now to see which one my favorite is.
Favorite home kit or favorite kit in general?
Kit overall. Just
yeah,
go wild,
I think
crazy.
I've given mine already that the 2013-14 third kit is my favorite out of all of them.
That one is so nice.
I would buy that today if it was available somewhere. I would go buy it.
Okay.
I think my favorite is the 15-16, the plain one with the white collar that we talked about, because that was the first kit I ever bought. But remembering a goal, I could not remember a single goal from that year. I don't know. Give me a KDB free kick somewhere. I'm sure he had one.
Oh, did he score? Yeah, he did score a free kick that year against Hull
There
City.
you go.
Bang. That is ridiculous how you can do that.
They had the player on the line and he put it right over the guy's head.
That is reportedly our 3rd shirt for next season.
See,
and
so
like
that's kind of a
it's very
kind of
13-14 line.
Yeah, it's kind of a play on that one, but not as nice.
I'm not buying that.
The
2 stripes down the middle made no sense.
Not when you have those other 2 options.
And then
those
there's
other 2 options are beautiful.
I'm going to fall in love with that. But I've got them up because I'm going to show you through the years. That is obviously last season's. Obviously this season's the white, the black there. The green one, what's it called? The EA one. Nah, not for me. Goalie
I don't
kit,
mind that one.
Very generic. Their training kits, obviously there's your pre-match one.
I've never been a big goalkeeper kit guy. I can't really envision many of them.
And then obviously there's last season with the 016 one, the 99 remembrance one, 20 years on, or 20 odd years on. The 4th kit, the maroon one, the 2 goalies, Then that was one of me. I've got that somewhere, but it's in the wash. That's why I can't show you that one. The electric one, but again, that had no.
I hated that one.
That was kind of
didn't like it.
polarizing. You either liked it or you hated it.
Yes, I think it was. Then obviously there's the treble winning kits.
I just feel like I've seen them so many times to the point that I just don't like them as much anymore.
I hate
I know we won the treble, but it's all I ever see nowadays. So
that's the one I think you meant earlier on. That's the hanging one. That made no sense.
Yeah, that one I didn't like.
The 2021, the broken sort of pool, bottom of the pool sort of look.
I liked the third kit from that year. Everyone hated it, but I actually own that. I own that kit. Yeah. It is screaming. It is screaming Raheem Sterling in an empty stadium.
You talking about the third kit, Paisley
against Burnley? Like Burnley twice away that season. I think he scored in both games.
That one. I mean, God, this goes way back. Some of these, obviously, there's the 19 or 20. These are all the Pep era ones. Your Hacienda shirt. I don't know what that one was about.
I think we wore that pink one like 3 times.
That was this kit. These season 18-19 was a monstrosity. No wonder they came out with that special one because that was just like someone had just vomited all the kits up on each other. And then there's obviously these were just very plain and traditional.
I didn't like
plain blue, plain maroon, sort of green black sort of thing. There's Rajak's hanging one.
Hated all 3 of them. I hated every single one of those 3 kits. Didn't get any of them.
Yeah. Again, there's 15-16.
Yeah,
that was a big thing, by the way. That color caused a lot of controversy.
Why is that? Was it because like Cantona or what?
It was just people don't like colors on shirts. They prefer like the round neck. Even though the old ones, these were collars, but there was a different type of collar, a different type of material, which I think people weren't keen on.
I did not like that green kit that year. Feel like we lost every game in that. I know we drew at Villa Park. We drew at Villa Park in that kit.
We got smashed at Stamford Bridge in that.
Was it the cup game? Yeah, the cup game. Yeah,
the kids.
I think we also went to Real Madrid in that kit in the semi-final. It
was a nice one.
I love that.
I don't like that. I don't like it. It does something. I don't like it. Go up a little bit more. Go back up. I don't know if you skipped it. You showed it, but go up. So what do you think about that purple with the yellow?
The
third kit.
It needed to be burnt somewhere very high and with a lot of fuel and a lot of petrol put onto it.
I didn't hate it. I
don't hate it. I like it. Now, maybe you tell me, well, the colors don't, mean anything, and that's whatever. But I don't mind this.
Samir Nasri, Britannia Stadium, banger from outside the box.
So they are. You can't use English words for some reason. Got to use special characters like this on it. All right, there you go then. It's figured out how to use the chat.
Got hackers in the fan base.
Language is automated removed there, yeah. So if you want to chat, you're gonna have to put it in some language or use special emojis. And it will work. They are. Big up Briggsy.
You know how long it took to write that comment to get all those special characters?
Yeah, but outside of the box is a good thinking.
Oh my
now,
God.
they didn't like the home kicks. We didn't win the league in that. That was the Javi Garcia kit was hanging.
No, Javi Garcia was the season after. We signed him in 2013.
No, he signed.
I swear it was 13-14.
That was the Jock Rodwell kit, Javi Garcia kit.
I might be wrong. Because I feel like
the Jock Rodwell, Javi Garcia one.
Out of those kits right there, I like the third kit the best. It's not my favorite kit, but out of those, I like it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 12-13.
Did like that. And then obviously there's your Umbro ones. Obviously, they're Umbro as well, but there's your traditional Manchester City colours. Yeah. That was the one Gareth Barry scored at the Reebok at the time, whatever it was called.
Yeah, Bolton.
That was the nicest one we'd had in years. Let me just get rid of that. Yeah. This was proper traditional Manchester City.
Well, it was so nice.
Everybody loves
back-to-back years. We had it.
That was the Wayne Bridge one, wasn't it?
Yeah, Wayne Bridge at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, where Terry didn't shake Terry's hand. And then obviously this was, my dad's got this one. The only kit my dad bought this. That one. The Adebayor kit, as I called it. Tevez Adebayor. We won at Blackburn on the opening day 3-0. And then we go into the monstrosity that was Lecoq Sportif. Didn't like any of them.
Those are all awful.
Didn't like any of them either.
No, the 708 home one was good. I told you.
I just
you
don't
didn't
get
like
the pinstripes.
I just think it's a classic kit.
I don't mind the third kit. Again, I'm only seeing this little. Can you click it so I can see it in full size?
Yeah, the third kit. The third kit is the only one I liked.
Yeah, it's not great, but out of those, I don't mind it.
Thomas Cook, they're not even in business anymore. Tells you a lot. These are out of business. There's your Reebok ones.
Mm-hmm.
I had that one. This is another one I had, but I need to find it. Some of them are in my loft at my mum and dad's. So there's that one, which was I always remember Nick Fenton wearing that for some reason. And Bernardo Carrada. Here's your Reebok days. There's your some more Reebok. We always go for this black and red traditional colours, as you notice. There's your David Seaman and your Steve McManaman and Paul Boswell days. David Seaman and David James both wore that kit.
As a local fan, knowing that you know, United was wearing red, Liverpool's wearing red. Did wearing red as a second color, were you okay with that? Did you like that?
Yeah.
As a fan from here and just, becoming a part of the, fan base or whatever, it took me a minute to adjust to the idea of red and black. I knew it was always a historical thing, but just because it was red just said United, red said Liverpool, red said Red Cartel, and I just didn't like it.
Right, Tariq, they're all at it. I don't know how they're all doing it, but they're all doing it now.
I don't say they again, we figured out the hack, and so now everybody's good. But again, it probably takes 5 minutes to write one comment.
The only thing is that's playing with my eyes.
I feel like I've got like floaters.
Yeah. This was now you'll see where the umbrage for the away kit comes.
I've seen like people, like fans wearing that.
That's where it comes from. We got relegated in that kit at Ipswich.
Yeah.
Martin Royson scoring a brace, I believe, to relegate us that night under Joe Royle. That was Keegan's. This was the Joe Royle one.
Yeah, I thought we were relegated in 2001.
Yeah, but we were relegated. That was Kevin Keegan one.
Yeah, because we came straight back up and then won.
Yeah, that was the Joe Royle one.
Yeah.
And then you're really getting into it. Eidos, who's no longer in business. All the Cox Sportive, Eidos went bust. Famous computer game manufacturers, famous for Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. Anyone remembers that? That was the, shall we say, the George Weah era here. Then you're into this era. Now, these are two of my favourites. That away one was Kappa. Again, Kappa was big at the time. It's not really big now. And then they wore this twice in the whole season. To buy that now is about 200 quid.
I feel like that looks more like a goalkeeper kit. I know it's an outfield kit.
King Clancy wore that.
It just screams goalkeeper kit. Don't know why.
King Clancy wore it, believe it or not. And then you're going into the real. Oh, I have this one somewhere. This is in the loft at home. This was a special kit that was brought out.
It's pretty cool.
Very rarely worn. I think we wore it twice. I have this goalkeeping kit somewhere. That's when goalkeeping kits used to be like blankets, used to be like duvets. They were literally that thick. This is the Umbro
No, he's gone.
Uh-oh. That's wild. So yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't meant to
Oh, there
kick
he goes.
myself out there. I was trying to go on to the next page, and I kicked.
I was going to
myself.
say, I think my history's pretty good, but I can't talk about the 90s without you here.
I was gonna say I could pull up the thing I'm looking at online.
And
but
there's
I don't think it goes
mine.
back as far.
There's the one I'm wearing. Look at that sexy beauty. What a beautiful Keith Curl, Steve McMahon, Terry Phelan, Keith Curl, Uwe Rosley, and Brightwell. That is just a thing of beauty. That. And then obviously I've got this home kit as well. I've got that away one, the Tony Coton kits. I mean, look, they just. But back then they had the home and the away kit for about 2 or 3 years. They didn't bring out a kit every year.
I feel like I've seen Amos Murphy wear about half of these.
So look, when we had Phillips as a sponsor,
Yeah.
which are still kind of going, and then look, Saab, the car manufacturer, Alex Williams, goalie top there. There's some absolute ballers, and then obviously just that you're all.
Yeah,
but
we're
you
back
see
to
where
that.
the red and white, where the red and the black comes from now.
Yeah, it goes
like,
back a ways.
you know,
It's just
yeah. Look, that's originally where that 10-11 kit was from. The
Mm.
Wayne Bridge one was from there.
So we've had 3 iterations of this. This one,
Oh, but no, 12, 13, whenever it was. Daniel know better than me.
and then the one most recently.
Yeah.
Which one?
So
the Sash one
that
was
one,
9, 10, and
the
10,
Sash
11.
one. Yeah.
We had it 2 seasons back to back, which was really weird.
But look,
We
you
don't do
can
that
see
anymore.
how far back this red and white, this red and black stripes goes. to.
I had that 71, 72 kit on FIFA because they used
And
to
then you
sell it
see where the
for a while.
burgundy one came from that we made. It was
Yeah.
back in the 60s. So there's always a little bit of umbrage, and then there's your special one that I talked about in the book. And then, Jesus, you're going all the way back to the baby. And then the
I
one,
had that on FIFA as well. This
there,
black
the St. Mark's kit. St. Mark's West Gorton. With the St. Mark's cross.
back where it started.
So, yeah, there's some amazing football kits there to talk about. Martin Shush. What? Are you trying to shush you? You'll get bloody blocked in a minute, you cheeky sod. Your show, Dana. Fuck off, Harriet. What the hell's going on here? Has Dash been hacked? What the hell? Right, anyway, right. Should we get some news? Because we've done an hour of kits.
Go on.
It's a shame Kelster's off air. A bit of news. Obviously, we've been linked with Morgan Gibbs White and Elliot Anderson. That was the name I'm looking for. And people are going, well, why? Why do we need 2? There's potentially 2 midfielders leaving. And funnily enough, they both could be our CDMs.
Oh. Do you think one would leave if the other is leaving?
Yes.
One
is wanted by Barcelona massively because basically it's mine. K's excited. So all I know is Barcelona have shown a major interest in Nico Gonzalez.
Oh, wait. That's not what I was expecting you to say. Barcelona's expressed an interest in Nico G?
Yes, they want him to go back home.
Mm.
And obviously Rodri in Real Madrid. Which then you people are wondering why we're being linked with all these midfielders. It depends who goes out the door.
But none of those people that you just said are defensive midfielders. I mean, I guess you could say.
Well, Elliot Anderson is.
I say, is he a 6 or is he an 8?
He's a 6/8, but he can play 6. And then Morgan Gibbs White would be your 8. And then but the other caveat is Bernardo Silva has been offered an extension of 1 year to stay.
Yeah, that I feel like that.
Do
would
you,
be
Ed?
a
Do you,
major
Ed? Hang on, I
step
thought
down.
you were on a date.
Yeah, I thought he was on a date. That's
I
what we're
thought
doing
you
here.
were on date night. Get out the chat and sort your date out, you.
Well, it could have been very short date. Maybe it didn't go very well.
Say nothing gets a girl happy like transfer talk.
What you telling me, Ed, is you couldn't close the deal. He's going to WhatsApp me in a minute.
Come on,
It's
man.
like, well, didn't
Dating
go
advice by the
very
Mancunian
well.
way on Stateside. So we noticed we're doing the banana news while Kelster's away.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, would be in the same position when we just had Rodri. No, because you got Nico Riley now, Ed.
Yeah, but
Ooh,
I
he's not
think
having
that
it.
would be a major step backwards if we lost Rodri and Nico G and brought in Elliot Anderson and what's his name? Morgan Gibbs White. I think that's a major step back as far as our ability to defensive midfield would be it's frustrating to me that we're not playing Nico G more. And I get that Rodri has come back and Pep doesn't seem to think that they can play together.
Yes, he can't. So that needs to be my issue. By the way, please smash those likes. Really does help. I know some are struggling, but if you hit the likes, it does help. Do you not think, and I had this debate the other day on one show, do you not think Nico G suddenly going down the pecking order at the minute?
Well,
Yeah.
if Rodri was to head out the door, I think he'd go right back up it. So I'm not
No,
sure.
I was
whether
thinking
Nico
more of
G-
Nico G because I think Nico G's gone ahead of him, Danny. Look at this guy here. What we're doing here is this SeaWorld.
You think Nico G has gone ahead of who?
One minute.
What's going on? My Blues.
Where were you when we were talking about the US beating Canada in hockey?
Oh, he's gone deep quick.
We were looking for you earlier. I mean, we don't have to talk about it now, but I mean, we were talking about it earlier. We were just looking for you.
I thought Canada were good.
We can talk about it. Credit to you guys. You guys.
I'm not a hockey fan, but you know.
No. I know you got to flex it. You guys won it. I do. If we're gonna have a real conversation, I'm not a big fan of the overtime rule, but y'all won it fair and square. Y'all won it fair and square.
Excuses. Oh, he's here now. Look, he's here now. Dates ended early. Ed, can you not close the deal, my friend?
I was gonna say it was a short date, Ed.
Nah, she's getting. Hey, I can't tell you what's going on right now.
What? You've got the right atmosphere going, and
Keep the camera
You
off.
take a
Ed. Keep
Chuck
the
E.
camera off.
Cheese's. Oh, he's gone.
She came back when he had to hear him drop off to get back to her.
That was the quickest run I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's funny. How you doing, Vader?
I'm all right, guys.
Barca have a
It's
cat
nice to not have to worry about any games. Champions League.
Barca haven't a
Barca haven't got a pot to piss in.
Right, okay, thank you. I'm so glad you got that. This YouTube is doing it. They found the hack later. You just have to put special stuff in.
Oh,
you
wow.
Me tweet this morning about Anderson plus Barca got too many midfielders.
That's crazy. What up, Kels? Dan?
Hi, sorry, my phone call took
Tariq.
longer than I thought.
Good to see
All
you,
good,
man.
all good.
Very good to see you.
Has Martin been a good host? Has he been a good host, would you say?
Yeah, we've been looking at kits.
Do
you have a favorite kit? City kit?
Kit, mate, and not jersey.
My favorite kit might be
or shirt.
Is it 11 where we had the red and black? White kit, red and black?
The sash one.
9,
Yeah.
10.
We had that back-to-back seasons, 9, 10, and 10, 11.
Okay. The FA Cup winning season, that was my favorite. That's my favorite.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's a lot of love for that kit.
And obviously the treble winning, that's a special one.
So was it special because we won, or you just
Yes.
liked the shirt? Like
no,
okay. So before we won,
before I had love for it because I had love for it before we won, right? Obviously the recognition and everything like that. But obviously with what ended up being that season and with it being so iconic with, everything central, yeah, it's become my favorite. The little red trim around the collar.
That's it. That's the sky blue and the red trim is just it's so perfect. It's so good. And then we won the trophy, but yeah.
I don't wear it.
Already
I don't wear it. That's how special it is.
I don't even own that kit, crazily enough. Feels like everyone does. I don't.
Wasn't a big fan of the Nike
ways
ones.
To get them. There's ways to get the old ones.
Where am I coming? What am I coming to here at Briggs?
He said something about Katie coming to Vegas.
To the States?
Katie coming to Vegas. Who's coming to Vegas?
Cade Hargreaves, maybe.
What?
I thought they're saying Martin.
Briggsy's gonna be in Vegas. If my schedule works out and I have like a day off at work, I potentially might go down there to say hi to him.
How's Briggsy?
I don't know. I won't know yet.
Nice.
How is he going?
It's like an hour flight for me, something like that. He's gonna be there for I think a rugby tournament.
Naturally, you take the plane. How else would you get to Vegas?
Well, I didn't think he was booking swimming down.
Well, if you're close enough.
It's an 8-hour drive. I'm not driving 8 hours one way.
I didn't think he was. He's not going to get someone to push the wheelchair through the ocean, mate. That ain't happening.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, back to my question. Bernardo Silva 1-year extension. Rodri potentially going. Ed's here. Date's over. Shame on that.
No. Let me tell you, man. She's okay. This is a safe
Don't tell us anything, Ed. It's all good.
Yeah, no. Like she's still here.
You've chosen the transfers over your date, is what you're saying.
No.
She's fresh.
It's an overnight stay. It's an overnight stay.
Oh, right. Whoa, right. We don't need any more info then.
It's a family show, Ed. It's a family show.
Yeah.
I know it's 12:30 in the morning in the UK, but whoa. So potentially, Bernardo, I got an email during the week. I was so reported like that. Bernardo has been offered terms. He likely probably is going to stay. Barcelona are interested in Nico G, and obviously you've got your Rodri situation, where I think the Elliot Anderson and Gibbs White 2 combination has come from. But obviously there is. Fabrizio has confirmed today United are also in for those 2.
Okay. That's cool.
Well, it makes sense. Casemiro's leaving, so it makes sense.
Could be a massive midfield shake-up at Manchester City come the summer.
I can't
Not
lie.
really.
I'd be a little nervy if both of them left at the same time. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm not asking for Bernardo to play as much as he is playing this season, next season.
But Vader, he will. He
will. I mean, to be honest, though, guys, if we're going to be honest here, he has played to a high enough level this season. We can't say he hasn't played to a good enough level.
No, yeah, that's fair. I won't argue that point.
But I wouldn't ask it of him for another season to do it again. That's the thing. I wouldn't.
But even that.
Well, when does the player
the idea
of
losing Rodri and Nico G?
Does Phil Foden have to wait until the year 2027 to start our midfield?
Well, Phil Foden's played 2,600 minutes.
Not lately, he hasn't. He's been coming off the bench quite a bit outside of the Fulham game. He's not even playing. Is he just supposed to sit on the bench for the alleged rumor of $300K a week that he's getting as a contract extension? Are we trying to cut wages? Why do we keep giving all this money out?
Who says we're trying to cut wages? Where did that come from?
Kel, not every
we're offering players $300K a week. We just put.
There's been plenty of rumors about Phil Foden getting $300K a week. Plenty.
Yeah, I mean, we're not. The only wages we're cutting is going to be John Stones. Those are like
John Stones, Ake, and Kovacic potentially.
Yeah. Are we sure we can sell Ake?
You can sell Ake.
Ake $180K a week with his injury record. I don't think teams are going to be lining up the door for that one.
People want him.
He doesn't have to take 180K. He doesn't have to take 180K when he goes someplace else if he wants to go. If it allows him to play.
If it happens this summer, I'll buy you a beer.
Yeah, people wanted Ake in January.
Yeah, but to Reek's point, he doesn't need to leave to be paid the same amount. Him leaving comes off our books, and then that gives us that money to spend on whoever we have.
He could leave because it gives him actual minutes, and that's what he wants. Now, again, he probably would have preferred to leave ahead of the World Cup because that's what he's really trying to get into. But we were in a bad way. So,
I mean, to me,
And now
but to Ash's point in the comments, with none of those fancy characters, so I don't know, maybe it's working now. But to me, losing Rodri and Nico G, forgetting the fact that Bernardo might stay, but losing those two, the idea irritates my soul because it's like we've worked so hard to build the squad and be ready to actually make a title charge from start to finish next season, that if you take both of them out and you have no designated six, no designated DM, I feel like we just start all over and we don't have a settled squad, and it's irritating.
Anderson will be your designated DM.
No, but that's why I don't see it happening.
I don't.
Who's our backup?
Yeah. Can he play? And again, you guys maybe watch him more than I do. Can he play the way that Pep is going to want from a six? Again, he might be a destroyer. He might be a destroyer, but if he can't spray balls around and do that, then I don't. Again, he can break up play and get forward and whatever as an 8.
It'll be Rodri's first season all over again with no Fernandinho to back him up if he fails, basically.
Well,
yeah, but
Fernandinho was more center back in Rodri's first season.
Yeah, people have got to realize
because of injury, but like he was there to teach Rodri the ways.
Sure,
there won't be that.
But hang on, 1 minute I'll say. Rodri, you cannot force Rodri to sign a contract extension.
He's not out of contract this summer.
They're not going to let him go for free.
You can't make him leave either.
He might want to leave on a free and get a fat signing bonus somewhere. Whether
well, then City is selling for cheaper then.
Well, I think he'd want to. I think he would rather get a fat signing bonus because he gets all the money. If this is his last big payday,
Custer, we can't just assume that, right? That's
we're just guessing now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, City is still a business. They've got to sell and buy. I know.
If he were trying to go to Barca would have no money, which is the same issue they're going to have with Nico G.
Well. Barca are getting money. They're getting a huge sponsorship this year from Spotify, so they are going to get a lot of money.
Okay. Then if they got the money and they come for Nico G, then there's nothing we can do if he wants to leave and they're going to bring the money, because we always tell people, if you bring a deal, you bring enough money in, we'll let you go. So I don't think we're going to change that rule or that approach for him, but I just don't like the idea. And again, and Snoopy kind of beat me to my point. If you're going to lose both Nico G and Rodri, you might need to go get a Wharton and an Anderson. Forget Morgan Gibbs White. Go get Wharton, who can actually make those passes and dictate play from deep, and then you go get Anderson to do all the running and the destroying and whatever in that combination.
But if we're going off stats, though, if we're going off stats, Anderson actually has better passing stats than Wharton.
Oh.
Are you talking about long passes, short passes, all of the above? Okay, I don't know I didn't.
Maybe, but hang on a minute. Where I will kick back on the, I didn't think this was going to cause this much controversy. If last season we were all saying to Newcastle fans, well, Isaac's doing you dirty, this, that, and the other. Well, if you want to leave, do you want to leave?
Well, has Rodri asked to leave?
But I know, but we can't play the moral high ground for every other player and other teams, and then when it comes to us, we hold them all to ransom.
I'm not suggesting we do that. I mean, again, I don't like the idea. I don't like the idea, and I hope that the club will try to make it again. For me, if Nico G was playing like he was at the beginning of the season, I don't know that he wants to leave. Again, I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know that. But I also recognize that he does have, history with Barca, and so if he wants to go home, there's nothing you can do about it. Just like other players that wanted to go back home. So again, Ferran Torres, whatever. But I don't like the idea of losing both of them. But can't stop it if that's what they want to do. We just have to go and backfill.
We're not going to do that. We're not.
There is life after Rodri. I know people don't feel there is life after Rodri, their race.
And it was called Nico G.
Rodri's life at Manchester City is coming to an end. We have to accept that. The guy has been offered a couple of deals. Listen, I pray to God he signs them. But why has he not signed it yet? We're going into March and it's unsigned.
Okay.
Something is stopping him signing that deal. What?
Timing.
I thought he
It's
was
not the right
focusing on
time.
his fitness.
Again, he may be playing again between him and his team. What they advise him to do is this isn't something you need to sign off now. The leverage of an athlete.
Where I disagree with you about it is for City. We're not Rodri
for
FC.
City?
We're Manchester City's. This is another case of the tail wagging the dog.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Now you're going to we can't have contracts end at a certain point and then not respect them doing their due diligence and letting them negotiate or do whatever until the contract ends. I know there's a preferred time when we would all be happy to know everything's signed and sealed and we know what's happening in the future, but we're in March and a lot can happen. I can understand
Vader,
his
right?
team. Yeah.
We did that with Gundogan, right? And a lot of people were saying the club should have acted sooner and shouldn't have given Gundogan the length of that time to make a decision.
But that wasn't the mistake that the club made. The mistake that the club made was not having who was next. The mistake that the club made was not knowing pipeline-wise who is replacing said player or how are we going to have a complete balanced team if he were to stay or to go. I think the fact that we're rumored with these players that March had mentioned is a good thing, right? So we can act whether the player leaves or the player stays. The reason why I don't like it and I don't think the club will do it is we need someone in that midfield, leadership, mentality, been a winner to download on whoever's next. We can't have the backup to Rodri leave, and Bernardo leave. And the problem that we've been in terms of not having a true six, which we all lived through just last season, we can't make that problem. We can't create that problem again for us. I don't think we do that. If Rodri goes, Nico G's not going.
I have a question, Vader. Does Phil Foden not know that stuff? He's been here 8 years and he's been playing in the midfield the last 2 or 3 seasons.
No, I hear you.
Does he not have any of that knowledge?
He does, but I'm talking positionally. We can't have a six. We can't have the player that's been playing our six. Both of them go.
But Vader, do you think Nico G, if Rodri does leave and the club's saying we're going to bring in Anderson and that would be our main guy, do you think Nico G would like that?
But whether he likes it or not, this is professional sport. He chooses to compete or not. But club-wise, we're going to have to sell it as best as we can if we know Rodri's leaving for Nico G to stay. And if it's the other way around, if Nico G's like, hey, I don't want to compete with Rodri, I want to leave, and Rodri's looking to stay, Rodri's got to also understand, like when he joined us, that there's going to be an upstart that's coming just like you did. We had Fernandinho, we brought you in, Rodri. Now, as you've aged up, you're going to be around, and we got Anderson coming through the door. That's the
scenario I would like to happen more.
Hang on, this is my thing. Is what I hear everyone people saying in the chat. Let Rodri decide in the summer. That's fine. City can't do that.
Wow.
You know that Elliot Anderson is wanted by 4 or 5 top football clubs. You can't just go to Elliot Anderson in July and go, right, in you come. He won't be there in July. The move will have already happened. Do City bring in an Elliot Anderson if Rodri then extends?
Yeah,
What
you don't
Why
extend
not?
Bernardo. You wouldn't need to.
They've already offered the deal to Bernardo Costa.
Well, he doesn't accept it. Well, has he accepted it?
Martin, it's a 1-year
He signed it?
extension.
Yeah,
But it's a 1-year extension. If Anderson's going to be like, oh, I don't want to fight for 1 year, then you're not good. Like, then okay, don't come here.
Hang on, stop. Rodri's not. I'm saying Rodri. If you want him signed, it's going to be a 4 or 5 year deal.
A
He's
4 or
worth it,
5 year
he's
deal.
the best player in his position, so that's who you give the money to.
So
That's the kind of
I'll
player
put it
you
in
do
better
everything in
terms.
your power to
The
keep.
club
He's the
don't
best thing
want
in the
him
world in
to-
his position.
Stop. The club don't want him to go on a free.
okay.
This is where the
go on
club are
free.
at. This is not KDB at 34 years old going out the door.
Yeah, but this is Rodri after an ACL.
Right?
And this is Rodri not 28? How old is Rodri?
He's 29. He turns 30 in May.
He's 29 and we want to commit 4 years to him? I don't think that's a good deal either.
Would you think I should give him more or less?
No, less. I think we should give him less.
Well, he's probably looking at this as his last payday, so he's not gonna. He probably won't take less.
Yeah.
This is why I said City are in one of the most important windows coming up in the summer they've got.
Danny, what do you think, Danny?
What do I think? I don't know. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I would definitely extend Rodri because I think he gives those intangibles that I think Nico Gonzalez hasn't really provided yet. He's been here longer. He knows the big games a lot better. I think if we can keep him, we should keep him. But again, it's not in my control, and we're still in 4 competitions, so not really my focus right now.
No, I get that. I get that.
I know what you're saying. Is
I'm just as a channel, we
well.
have to talk news as well.
No, I understand that. It's just I'm a lot less opinionated on the transfer world than
if we were just doing games, we'd do 1 show a week, and that's not a dig at anyone. We have to talk what's in the news as well.
I'm very much. I would keep him at all costs, but I know that might not be the way the cookie crumbles.
I think people get this is what behind the scenes they have to do. They have to look. It's like the De Bruyne decision was not done in May last year. They announced De Bruyne in March of last year that he was going.
Okay.
City can't think that you can't get to the very last second because an Elliot Anderson, for example, why do you think they've started talks with Elliot Anderson now? Because that deal takes time.
That's fine.
You can't just do it. So they've got to now be prepared. If 1 or 2 go, they have to be prepared for 1 or 2 to come in.
Sure, but back in the day, this wouldn't get all leaked.
Wait, no.
That's part of the problem, Danny.
That's the issue I have. That's the issue I have because like 10, 15 years ago,
I agree with that.
Games, and now it feels like we're doing transfer stuff 12 months a year, which is just strange to me. But
I'm getting a little vibe that Twitter X spaces are going to be popping up again with Martin hosting them because of this whole.
No, they're not. They're not. Don't worry, they're not.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna just say this real quick. If deals need to be talked about now, because they don't happen instantaneously, right? If they need to be talked about now, the same thing goes with regards to negotiating with Rodri, negotiating with Anderson, and whoever it may be. Now, I'm not gonna let Martin get away with pulling the panic button with regards to July. Because there's a lot of time before things need to be decided in July to the season's over in May, and let's get things moving.
Also forgetting the World Cup, mate, is a massive thing in this game.
Okay, so now, as you say that, are we supposed to get deals done before the World Cup?
Yes, there will be some deals will get done before World Cup, yeah.
Okay, there's going to be some deals to be done before the World Cup.
Yeah, they may not get announced, but they will be arranged before they go.
Yeah, but things are going to have to be talked and negotiated now. The reason why I say that is Rodri's playing, Nico G's playing. We want these players to deliver trophies for us.
Nico G's not playing anymore.
You think what?
Nico G's not playing anymore. The last time he played was the cup game?
Nor should he with 1 game a week. I know 2 games a week, 3 games a week are coming back, but again,
we're about to get into a mad congested. Nico G is going to be important for us. Like he's going to be needed. But
remember who your manager is.
Yeah, I do.
That feels like
we're still in all 4 competitions. I know. I feel like Kels is being like,
that was a bit of a dig.
That was a bit of a dig. That and the whole,
it might be a bit of a dig.
The manager will play Bernardo next season. I'm not sure that's cut and dry because again, Company wasn't a nailed on start when he was.
We're not playing Rodri.
Company took himself out of the lineup by being injured. That's why he didn't play.
Sure, we're not playing Rodri.
Stones, Otamendi, Laporte as well. Cal, just Company every game.
Bernardo's been one of our best players this season.
That's also true.
Just get rid of that.
But her point about Nico G is not wrong. Whether it's a dig or whatever, he hasn't been playing. And And if, I like to think there's a world where you could play them both together. But again, he's only getting the 10 minutes if Rodri comes off, if that. And even then he's not guaranteed to come in. So yeah, it's not wrong to say that Nico G's not playing. That's
no,
I think it's almost factual.
As of now, yes, I agree. That wasn't my problem. When she said, will he play? He is going to play. We can't run Rodri for every game moving forward. That's not going to happen.
Again, do you know who your manager is?
I do. That's why I don't think Rodri's
the greatest manager in the world.
I don't think he's going to be playing Rodri.
I'm just saying, we know this. We know the pattern by now. We've seen it for 9 straight years. He picks
you've got an issue with Bernardo. Listen, we all know you have an issue with Bernardo.
He also faced Fernandinho out, which we're completely ignoring.
You said insulted that I don't think he's been one of our best players. I'm not saying that does not mean saying he's bad.
I'm not insulted.
I'm not saying he's been bad. I just think other players have been better. That's all I mean by that statement.
Who?
Holland, Nunes, Vardiol, Nico O'Reilly. I think Turkey's been better.
Think about midfield.
But why do you
can talk about Bernardo?
You're naming left backs.
Yeah,
Kels, why do you say who's been better when it's positional?
What?
Why do you mention other players being better season wise when it's positional?
I think they've had better seasons. I think Erling Haaland is carrying this team this season. And I think Nunes has been outstanding. I think O'Reilly has been outstanding.
I vividly remember you saying.
The question was, he's been one of our best players. I am responding the players that I think have been better.
So, Kels, if Haaland's been carrying our season, do you understand why our manager may have played him so much?
Yes. I don't mention Erling Haaland.
What?
Holland's been carrying our season.
But at the same time, you would criticize and be like, why isn't Marmoush playing? If Haaland's been carrying us, that's why Haaland's been playing so much. Like sometimes it's like you compliment but you dig at the same time. Like I think Bernardo's case with why he's played so much is from a midfield standpoint in terms of that work rate, and I get it. Oh, off the ball, who cares? But who else does that for us? Because we've all criticized Reinders hasn't had that awareness. I'm not saying he'll never have it.
I'm saying Reinders has been better than Bernardo. He's not. Bernardo's obviously been better than Tijani. Martin said player. I'm responding with players that I think are better. He didn't say what midfielder.
I said he's been one of the best. I didn't say he was.
Okay.
And I said I disagreed.
That's fair.
Yeah, we watch football differently. It's okay.
I happen to believe.
I think you throw Donnarumma in there. He's been one of our best players too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Correct.
No doubt. I happen to believe that Rodri has obviously been the key guy. Pep sees him, trusts him 100%. I don't think we can keep playing Rodri for the remaining season. I think there's going to be games where, quote unquote, Rodri gets dropped or Rodri only plays 60 minutes and we're going to need Nico G. Should Nico G ever start in front of Rodri? If quality for quality, probably not. Right? If we have the choice, we're going to want Rodri over Nico G, but I think Nico G is going to play a role because we do need that backup. We do need that tandem in terms of the midfield. And at times, I don't know if you would agree, Tariq, but I think we could probably get Nico G and Rodri in that dual pivot and also maybe give a rest to O'Reilly, right?
That's what I was going to say earlier, but yeah.
I've been crying for that all season. Crying for it all season. I would love to see it happen. I'm happy with Nico O'Reilly in there, but you're right. Nico O'Reilly has been playing a lot of minutes, and he is a young player. We want to manage his minutes a tiny bit better, but he's been so good. Again, it's hard to bench him. He's been excellent. Absolute shoe-in for a young player of the season. Has to be.
You know what? We're in a good problem now. Before we were worrying about who can play, who's available to play, and now we're like, we got a wealth of players available to be on the pitch. I just need the one guy out on that left wing who's been out for a while, and on the left and right wing. To be honest with you, I need Savinho and I need Doku back. I need those two options. I need that back. I need that.
What was it supposed to be? 18 days? What was that? A month ago?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I heard early March.
Now you're having a lot of dicks tonight, indirectly at the club a little bit.
I think I finally just realized I don't believe anyone anymore. And maybe I'm just being a little sassy.
But don't say it's wrong way. You sound like a rival fan at the moment.
No.
A little bit.
No.
A little bit.
Nah, you're going too far. You're going too far.
There's no positive been said yet.
Oh, I just glazed Nico O'Reilly. What was negative about that?
Was there?
I think there's this fear of losing Rodri, which I understand.
I think Rodri's still our best player. So of course I'm going to be upset to lose him. To give that to a rival who we're going to be competing against.
But you can't make him stay. He's not a City fan.
We have to contract until next summer, so we can make him stay.
What do you mean he's not a City fan?
Well, he's
we
not.
can make him stay until his contract ends.
How do you know that? No, how do you know that, Mr. ITK?
Don't do that,
How do you?
2027.
Don't do that, Vader.
What does his profile?
Wait, he was born in Spain and went to Atletico.
His wife has just got a job as a doctor in Spain.
All right.
If your wife goes abroad to get a job, would you not want to go with her?
Okay.
Is that hard to understand for people? We can't hold players hostages because we think that they are.
Maybe she's getting. She could be on placement right now, getting that experience in Spain, and then could come back or go wherever is needed for them.
Long distance. Well, I've heard this. Tell people not been married. Jesus, what are we doing here?
Cade, they're very difficult. It's not that easy.
He'll have a private jet. It's not that difficult.
It's not
like us. God. It's not like us in our long distance relationships. It's very different. It's very different. The conveniences that he could have, and again, I could only imagine how locked in he has to be professionally and all the amount of travel that he has to do. It could be something. You know what? I'm a deal with the long distance for 2-3 years. Nothing is the end of the world. But if the move that he makes happens to be for his relationship, Martin, you don't need to bring up that he's not a City fan. That hurt. That wasn't necessary.
But he's not.
You don't know that. Stop it.
Not a Manchester City fan.
Oh, we're not talking about Josko. Don't do that. We're talking about Rodri.
By the way, where's that contract?
People don't wake up they're not.
Don't do that.
We're looking at every single player who's not a City fan.
We're not saying that. We're not saying that.
Well, then why are we just doing it over Rodri?
Because it's Rodri. You brought up the point. He's not even a City fan.
Rodri's our best player. That's why.
So what? We have fans in Spain. We're global, Martin.
I'm not saying we're not. What are you doing here? You're rage baiting now. You're trying to rage bait there.
This feels like a very unnecessary argument.
Yeah, we're rage baiting now.
No, I'm not. You brought up a point that was unnecessary. It felt like unnecessary violence.
April time. I've been told, Andrew. April that'll get announced.
Did you hear that? Did you hear? Martin, did you hear that Foden's a City fan? Did you hear that?
Yeah, because he calls a City fan. There's a difference between growing up as a baby as a City fan and signing for City 8 years ago, mate.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean? I don't think when he was at Atletico Madrid, he was sat there watching Manchester City.
Okay.
I know you want to believe that, Vader, but he wasn't. You know what I mean? Vader, will you do that with your wife or partner? I don't do that if you got a chance to work together in the same set. No, Vader to ditch her in 5 minutes and say, see you later, love. I am going the other side of the world. Bye-bye.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this real quick, all right? Before she became Mrs. Games, before that happened, we did have to manage a long distance relationship. Marriage, I get it. Marriage is different. You want to be in the same city. But I also understand when one's trying to pursue a career and another's trying to pursue a career and you both want to be better for each other before you come together, then sometimes you deal with that for a bit.
He is gaslighting in the Aziz. Right,
I wasn't. I was responding to you.
My coworker, he's my coworker. His wife was going to medical school in a whole other part of the country. They lived apart for several years. It does happen, especially in the medical field.
But you want it to happen for your own self, for our own selfish reasons.
No.
Yeah, because I want our team to be the best possible, and I think keeping the best players is how we be the best team possible. I think Rodri is still our best player.
The best team without Aguero, Company, David Silva, etc., etc. We're still competing for titles without the great Kevin De Bruyne. Can we stop doing this like we're just Rodri FC and that's it?
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Well, I think Rodri still has, at his age, and the fact that he just missed a whole year, so that's a whole year of wear and
But
tear.
you told me no one would want to buy
I
him.
think he'll have a
So-
longer career.
You just said no one would want to buy him earlier.
So who are the
But
inside?
now he's the best
wants
player
to-
in the world.
So
Wait, what?
where's he
You
going?
said
He's
Rodri.
going-
You said no one would want to buy Rodri.
Well, yeah, because they know he's going to be on a free, so why would they pay money for him when they could just get him on a free?
Like we did with Matt Gay, though.
What?
Real Madrid might pay money for him if it means he doesn't go to Barca a year later on a free.
Thank you, Tariq.
Does he want to go to Real Madrid though? They're
Martin,
a
I
hot
heard he's
mess.
going to Real
Again,
They
Madrid.
don't have a
but again-
manager right now.
But
They have an
again, if his
interim
wife is
manager.
in Madrid, there might be other reasons.
If I'm being
why
accused
he
of a
may go to-
gaslighter, I heard that Rodri's not a Real Madrid fan.
I'm not his agent. I don't know anything.
Anyway, let's move on
If
because
you're
I'm not.
Rodri, if he goes to Spain, he's going to want to play with Pedri and Yamal. Because remember,
Jesus.
he waxed
I'll
Yamal
tell you what, the
seriously
summertime's
at
going
the
to
Ballon
hurt
d'Or. I
people.
would think he'd go
This
there.
summertime is going to hurt people. I can see it. This summertime is going to cause debate, and we're here for it. Let's move on to the Champions League. Who do you want, Bodo Glimt or Real Madrid? Danny, who do you fancy out the two on Friday's draw?
I think with the full team, we can turn Bodo over. Inter had plenty of chances yesterday, they just couldn't score. And Bodo capitalized off one very, very good goal and one mistake. So I think as long as they don't get battered away, I think we'd beat them.
Mistake made by who, Danny? Mistake made by who?
Made by Akanji, but I don't want to make a whole thing of that because people are
you're good,
absolutely
you're good.
bashing him for some reason, and I feel like that's weird.
I think he might have been concussed. I
Well,
know
yeah,
it took-
thing around his head, but
yeah.
Yeah.
again, I'm also bored of playing Madrid. I also think they have the better individual players. I think there's more danger, more jeopardy in there. So we'll have to see. I don't like either
I prefer
option.
Bodo.
I'll make that known.
You
I
prefer
really
Bodo?
don't like either option.
Do you think there's the risk of us taking one club less serious than the
because
other?
we lost to them earlier.
Oh, you think there's a little revenge vibe?
Yeah. We're not gonna let them.
Do you think we might take Real Madrid a little lightly because we
Okay,
already beat
coming for
them?
you, Martin.
Cade coming for me. I'm telling you where we're at right now, Cade.
Are you
No.
98% certain?
Wow.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Wow. But
No,
no,
I'm just a City fan who backs the team. You should try it someday. If Rodri signs a new deal,
God.
Martin, we'll be coming for you.
Shots
Hey,
fired!
we can all go back, you know.
So not necessary.
no, like what? Like I was
Cade's
saying.
all right. Cade was telling me Oscar Bob was going to be the greatest Manchester City player at Fulham.
There's a chance he could be. He might return to us.
Cade is the CEO of Player FC. That's how I'll describe
Yeah,
it.
Cade is Player FC.
Speaking of that, how good has he looked at Fulham? Has he been getting that playing time?
Oh,
Not
we're going
really.
strong
He played
tonight.
a
We're
few
going for it.
minutes.
You want to give it? We'll give it back.
He
Let's
played a few.
go.
He played a few minutes off the bench.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have not.
I want Bodo Glimt. I'll tell you why. Bodo Glimt, I think, have been excellent. Not underestimating them. But I think Real Madrid in the knockout stages of the Champions League is very, very different. You're not facing the Real Madrid. In
They
the
have
group
some.
stage.
They have firepower.
I know everyone's going to go, they're in a mess, this, that, and the other.
They are.
We've
They are.
played all these so-called teams that are in a mess.
Yeah.
They just turn it on Champions League nights. Don't know why they do it. I'm sorry, Bodo Glimt with a full-strength Manchester City over two legs is very different than just playing in. What are you doing for?
I'm
He
booing
wants
you for that
Madrid.
take.
They don't
I'm
want
booing you
Madrid.
for that take.
I do also.
Yeah. Do you not see what's in the water?
I think I have different
Fish.
reasons than you.
Do you not see what's in the water?
Fish. Fish.
Shark to be specific. This is what I want. This is what I don't know if you've noticed. Martin's got a new tag when he joins in StreamYard to certain shows, but he's got a new name, right? And I want that new name that he has. I want that attitude applied to us in the Champions League as well.
What, Simon?
No, his new name isn't Simon. I want the energy that we have with regards
Simon's
to
my middle name, you cheeky sod. Leave that alone. I'm not going to pick that name out randomly nowhere, you know.
Simon says, I'm going to say this. If we have Real Madrid,
I think there's a
I
squid in your
think-
background there.
I think we're locked in. I think we're locked in playing Real Madrid. I think we know them better than we would know Bodo. I also would rather us travel to Spain, right? Because it's home and away, right? I don't want that game in that weather. I don't want it. I don't want the players playing on that pitch.
The plastic pitch again? No.
Yes, I would rather not do that.
Plastic pitch we don't need. Also, Real Madrid don't really have a manager. And we saw from experience the way
they have a
that
manager.
Bodo Glimt
They have a
play
manager.
is
You might not think he's any
antithesis
good,
to how we play.
but they do have a manager. And did you see Vinny Jr. get in and score his goal today? Do you remember Rodrigo, who he can't score against anybody else in the world, but he scored against us? Do we remember?
You know what I remember
Kylian
last
Mbappe.
season
Now,
is
maybe
Vinny Jr.
that's
doing
what I
nothing
remember.
because Husanov took him out of the
Valverde,
game.
Kavinga.
That's what I remember.
I don't want to deal with that on a Champions League night. And it's
At the end of the day,
For
if
Bodo
I'm talking
Glimt
about
countering
who
us
has
with pace
players,
when we had
who
pacey
has
defenders and
individual
we still
players
couldn't
that
catch
can
them.
beat us, individual players that have the quality to beat us are only on one team. Now, collectively, the boys from Norway have been playing well. I can't knock them. They've been playing well.
Just well?
And I think the idea of going, I think what you have to do is one, and this isn't up to our control, but you need the first leg at home. You need the first leg at home, and you need to beat them, because then if you go there, it doesn't matter. If they get the first leg, if they get the first leg there, if they get the first leg in Bodo, and then they win, all they got to do is just come here and shut up shop.
We'll get the first game in Bodo because we had the better group stage. It's already determined.
One at a time. One at a time.
So that's, I think, so you can't go there and lose that first leg. If you lose the first leg, you lose the tie because they're going to come here and just shut up shop. They're not going to, and then they're going to hit you on the counter, which is what they did the other day to Inter. Inter had to go for.
That's how they beat them in Norway too.
Inter
we
are
went to Norway
bums.
and we looked awful against them.
Inter are trash. We're not going to compare ourselves to Inter. We're not like them. We're not like them.
No, I think with Semenyo, I think with the additions of some. Remember, we played them, and we had, no offense, we had kids in the back line.
We had 12 senior players available, and then
and did we not suffer a red card? Did we not play 10v11?
We conceded 3 goals with 11v11. So
I was going to say it was late in the game.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong answer. People are entitled to their opinion.
No, I disagree.
Fine. Yeah. I mean, okay, that's your opinion.
There are right and wrong answers.
That's your opinion.
There are right and wrong answers. And
what's this tonight? Why have you come in with this? I don't know. It's like
I'm still upset about losing to US. To be honest with you, I'm still upset about that.
You can tell you've got a little bit of angst tonight in you.
I did ask about that as soon as he came on screen. So
yeah,
that's probably
okay. Hockey's a US sport now, Vader. It's okay.
You're crazy. I just want to say this. Listen. You hear that?
Park the bus. Madrid are terrible when they park the bus.
Jaws, sharks are in the water right now. Real Madrid, as much as we're saying we don't want to play them, they don't want to play us. And we're a different city right now. We mentioned the defenders that we acquired. Wait, what?
Bodo Glimt don't want to play us.
We don't want to play on that plastic turf, though.
Bodo Glimt are scared of us anymore after they bitch slapped us. I really don't.
Because Tariq brought it up. Our first leg is to go over there, is to play in that weather on that terrible pitch. I'd rather us go to Real Madrid, even if we play for a 1-1, we just play to have a draw. We're coming back home. We know the assignment. We know the weather that we're dealing with. That's what I'm nervy. I'm not gonna lie.
So there's no cold weather.
I'm nervy about playing on that plastic pitch.
It's 2 legs though. They've got to come to the Etihad as well.
Yeah, I know that.
Well,
I think full strength to give Bodo a good idea.
I agree with you.
Okay.
All due respect.
I think even at full strength, we're still susceptible to the things that they excel at. Balls over the top and counterattacks, and we struggle to break down their low block. We're still going to be susceptible to that.
So we start
with our
Husnoff and
best
JD
players.
at the back line.
Okay, but we have a second leg to make that up.
Yeah, but we have players now.
Inter Milan had a second leg to make it up at the San Siro, and they did nothing.
And they don't have a very good attack. They've got Pio Esposito and Lautaro Martinez. That's about it. We've got options. We've got players who can hurt teams
in that game.
ways.
We just couldn't. Like, we created a ridiculous amount of chances. Nobody could finish.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We have Semenyo now. Like, I think we'll finish some more chances.
I
think players are fit now.
It's them bypassing our midfield and attacking our high lines. That is what.
And that's why we have Gay.
Vader's got a drop. Vader's throwing in the grenade and then pissing off.
I'm gonna drop 2.
We got Gay and Husinov.
Andrew, we had Husinov in that game, and Max Elaine, who is a
we had Max Elaine.
We have two fastest center backs on available right now in that game, and we still struggled.
We've won 5 in a row, and we've won at Anfield. I'm not scared of them anymore. Yeah. I'm not scared of Bodo anymore.
I'm not.
I think we've fixed it considerably.
I have Gay in my back line. I'm good.
I just say I prefer Madrid. We know them better. I think they're in a really bad place right now.
But Tottenham was in a bad place.
Tottenham, we have better players. They're always terrible against Tottenham. We also have one at the Bernabeu this season. So
is Bodo Glimt going to go far in the Champions League then? Are they off to the final because they got a plastic pitch?
I don't know, but I just, again, for me, it's a matchup issue. I just think that we struggle against teams that play the way that they play, even at a full strength.
But that's how Madrid plays. That concerns
me.
I feel like we say this every week.
Madrid play that way. Madrid don't play football through us.
Well, we've already had success against them. I'd rather test that again.
So it's PTSD you've got then.
Again, I like that manager at Bodo Glimt is not afraid of us, clearly, because he came out and just sucker punched us. I could see him doing it again. And I don't know if Pep will make the adjustments because I didn't see him in that game.
Well, they couldn't make any adjustments in that game because we had that many injuries and people out.
Again, I just also think our high line against
you're having a lot of indirect digs at Pep in the last sort of 30 minutes, and I'm a bit lost where it's coming from.
I always speak like this. I'm just talking normally.
I don't get the what's Pep done to give you like this. I don't know.
I just am concerned about the matchup, and I'm explaining why, and you don't seem to like my explanation. So
no, it's not about
miscommunication.
No, Kel's not about not liking, but maybe I'm misunderstanding it. You're coming across as Pep's this, Pep doesn't do that, Pep's not doing this, Pep's not doing.
That's just normal football discussion, though. Like
it just doesn't seem very balanced. It doesn't seem balanced.
What we're doing in a title race? What we're doing in a title race then? If Pep's doing all these mistakes,
nothing to do with the Champions League matchup,
and he's not learned, of course it is.
Well, we've struggled in a lot of these kind of Champions League matchups historically. Like teams that we should be beating, we have lost to. We've seen it over and over and over again, and it's just look. I've seen it once in the group stage. I just don't want to see it again. I don't want to play that twice. I think those are two very hard games, and I'd rather play 2 easier games.
And another thing we have seen in these games is individual mistakes, but we're not bringing those up. We're only bringing up tactics and adapting to the tactics. I mean, I don't want to hang the guy out to dry, but Elaine had an absolute shocker that game.
Yeah.
Rodri was horrendous. He made 2 very, very silly fouls. Whether you want to blame that on the system or not, it's up to you. But again, it wasn't just Pep that day. And like Martin said, we had about 12 first-team players available.
I think we had better momentum, too, at that time. Remember, we were losing games and dropping games at that time.
It's also true.
City on a 7 out of the City won 7 out of the last 8. We're now starting to pick momentum up. I think we can beat anyone. I'm just saying, which for me, traditionally, because Madrid in Champions League knockouts, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, turn up. I have seen Real Madrid on their worst nights still turn up.
I've also seen us beat them.
Right, but if we're scared of Bodo Glimt, we shouldn't be in the Champions League then, Kelston. We shouldn't be in it. We need to come out of it then.
Like, I think any team
a lot of people here don't care about the Champions League, so
I think any team will want to play Sporting in this situation than us. Both teams. Like I think both teams will want to play Sporting than us. But
I think now we've got
in a title race. Though, I think I would rather play Bodo Glimt than Real Madrid in a title race. I I'd rather do that.
We can't say we're Shark team and we're this team, and then we get to Bodo Glimt, no, because it's a bit cold. And they've got a plastic pitch. Then God knows what happens when we go to Camp Nou, or we have to play God knows who else in this competition. We might as well come out of it and give up. That's all I'm saying. We can't be scared of a plastic pitch because we've been beaten by us. Right now, we can't be looking at Manchester City as they were 5 months ago. If you take Danny's right. We had no Matt Gay, no Semenyo, we had no Gavardio. Diaz played God knows what. We had a back line that was dead.
I know the guy's been having a great season in the under-18s, but you want to put fucking Tyrone Samba on the pitch. Like, we had a bench full of kids.
Yeah. Rodri's now actually coming back to prime Rodri. Because against Newcastle, I thought he was outstanding. Haaland wasn't in form then. He's now found his form again. And he's performing a lot better. At the end of the day, you're going to remember, listen, I'm not trying to disrespect Bodo. I think they've done fantastic. But also, look at the Inter Milan team that went to Norway. That wasn't Inter Milan's strongest 11 either. They went there and dropped about 6-7 of their
that wasn't Mancini's 3P Inter Milan team.
I don't know why they did that. You'd have to ask Kiwi why he did that, why he went there with that attitude. But he dropped half his squad out for that game. That was crazy. I don't know. I think we're on it is for Madrid. I've seen Madrid get beat by Karabag. I've seen them get beat by who was the other one they got beat by? Sheriff.
Yeah,
and then they go on and win the competition. Madrid are just different on knockout stages. Very different in knockout stages.
They just have multiple players that on any given night can have a moment. They have a lot of moment players at Madrid. And in the Champions League, moments can kill you.
I think people are looking at Real Madrid and going, they're shit. No, I wish they were shit. No.
I think the point Kel's trying to make is valid. It's just the way she's justifying it. It's a bit strange to me. I do agree. It's valid to say you'd rather get Madrid. Fair enough. It's just I don't really understand the explanation. That's all.
No, I just think the way that Bodo Glimt play is not good for us. We struggle against that style. That's where it's coming from.
What? So the long balls.
Yeah, the long balls. Have we dealt with those fantastically this season? No, we've been susceptible on the counter for years. We get cut through the middle. We've been cut through the middle for years. Like, I just think there's a lot of things that they do very well that happen to be our weaknesses. So I don't want those two forces to combine because I don't want to lose to them.
But Kelster, how does Madrid play us?
I think Madrid also lacks this. Okay, I get what you're saying. But I think Madrid are just so disorganized right now. Mbappe's hurt right now. He'll probably find a miracle cure to get healthy. But I think we're better than they are, like a lot better. I don't think they're organized. I don't think they're focused. They seem like they're having a lot of issues in the dressing room. Turmoil. I'd rather play a team that's a mess and in turmoil than a team that's focused and they're feeling really high and confident in themselves. They're also not playing a lot of games right now. And before you say, oh, they're getting rusty, they had 30 days off before they played us and they absolutely wiped the table with us. So the fact that they're not playing games right now makes them fresher. We're going really hard in the league, so we might not put as much effort into it. And if you go into it naive in the first leg and you get in the elements that you don't want to play on and the pitch you don't want to play on, and you get down by a lot, like you said, it doesn't matter for the Eddie at the second leg. They could just shut up shop, and we've struggled this season to break down low blocks. So I would just prefer to not deal with that. That's all. I'm sorry.
I hear that.
Properly.
I think Real Madrid, I'm with that. I think Real Madrid play a very similar way against us. In a minute, I think this long ball PTSD, and I hear it, but has he not sorted that out by putting Nico O'Reilly into the midfield? Has Pep not found solutions to these problems that we're facing? Because people going about physicality, Newcastle second half. This is why I think the Newcastle second half. Big up to the Raiders from Don Hussam. Please hit the likes. I think he has. I think there's. I'm going to be honest with you. This is my issue. Is I still think there's doubt in this Manchester City team from some people. I still think people don't rate all the plays. They don't rate the manager. They're still... Because I know if City don't win a league or they get knocked out of a competition, what's going to come and get said. Pep doesn't learn. The players aren't good enough. It's all going to start coming out again. And we can't be doing this flip-floppy stuff of when things are good, we're great. And when things are bad, it's baby bathwater and everything goes out the building. We've got to be balanced with this, for me. People going about it's still a problem. It always has been a problem with balls over the top. Where is this ball over the top ever not been a problem? I'm sorry, you've not watched City for a long time then. City have always had a ball over the top problem. There's going to be times in games where you are going to suffer because these are the elite. You are hitting the last stage of the competitions. People are going to give it their all now. And if you can't take a bit of pain, then we shouldn't be in these last stages then. I'm sorry, but to me, I can't do the scared in my shadow bit forever. Title winners and champions are not scared. They're not scared.
We've won 5 in a row and 7 out of our last 8 since that Bodo game. And again, as soon as we drop points, it's going to be, I told you so, I told you so. No, you've waited 2 months to say that. You haven't told us anything. You've waited 2 months to be able to say that. So
yeah, but what's still a problem? Mario, what's the problem? This sort of, what is the problem?
It's knockout football too. Anything can happen. So
and then we go, then Kushnov has to start over Diaz. Diaz has never had pace, ladies and gents. When Diaz won Player of the Year, he had no pace.
I think it's fair to say that a lot of teams that we play now do. And you saw in the first half of that Newcastle game, they had no problem. Elanga and Gordon and I forget who the other third was. Those players did not have any issue getting past our defenders. And when Kusanov came on, that did. Again, that is just a specific matchup that I'm speaking of. I'm not talking about the whole season, just a specific matchup. But I feel like we are seeing this more often. I think other teams are starting to employ a lot more pace and a lot more physicality. And we're seeing the growing pains of us trying to struggle to adapt to it.
Ruben Diaz beats Kusanov at every single stat.
Not pace.
But it's
fine.
not.
That's fine. But if he can't catch up to Anthony Gordon, he's not gonna block him. He can't put the block in if he can't catch him.
Then we need to go and get 100-meter sprinters then for the back line.
Well, no, we don't. We already have Husanov. Again, like I said, in certain matchups you play Husanov, and then the rest of the time you play Diaz. There's nothing like I told you last night. I think it's an 85-90 split where Diaz plays 85 to 90% of the games, and Husanov would play about 10% of them. At this stage right now, this season.
No, I hear that. I just think
Diaz. That's not anti-Diaz.
I just believe people have gone too much Player FC. This is my opinion before anyone attacks me. People are doing Player FC and it's bigging up a player by dragging a player down.
Again, I'm basically strictly on matchups.
Look, and then Dylan Martin has
the whole conversation for me is about matchups.
I'm just not building a statue for a 21-year-old.
Who is? Saying that he performed well in a specific game, in a specific scenario, is not building him a statue.
And a lot of people are
horrible and selfish.
I've seen loads of people say they want to drop Diaz for Kusanov.
Well, I don't share their opinion. I'm starting Diaz most games, but there are certain matchups where I think you'd be better off having the pace. Only certain ones, not all of them.
These are the same people who told me Mamu should start instead of Haaland. You know what I mean?
Them together.
What people do is
start Diaz and Husanov together.
What we do is we highlight. I'm not sure if you've seen this, Danny and Ed. Football analytics now is done in moments. So there are moments in games. So no one had an issue with Diaz all season. No one's had an issue with Diaz until that yellow card happened in the Newcastle game. Then it switched. And Kusanov comes on. Diaz has been phenomenal this year.
I agree.
Then they have got an agenda then. Sorry, they've got an agenda then. If they're slagging Diaz this season, they've got an agenda. statistically, he's been up there with one of our best defenders. He's won the most aerial duels. His passing is way above Kushinov's. He's passing out from the back, way above by about 40%. It's not even close. People are just picking the one thing in a game and then using that to save the crap.
I think in a way,
question?
One second. I'll let you go in a second. I think in a way, Diaz has been victim of circumstance a bit because he was very, very good outside like that first month of the season. He gets injured. Kusanov comes in, sets the world alight. And like that's not Diaz's fault. It's not his fault that Kusanov's been good for the month he's been out. But it just begs the question, does Diaz slot back in immediately? And I guess depending on who you ask, it should be based on form. It should be based on pedigree, which Diaz has. So I don't know.
Kushinov is going to be excellent, Danny. Kushinov is going to be.
I agree. But again,
he just might not be excellent at Man City because he could be. If I'm not saying the conversation's happening now, but I think at some year and a year or two down the road, other teams are going to start coming for him.
Then fine. Then stop buying elite players. Then have your 11 and buy kids. Don't have a squad. If we're going to do this, they're going to moan if they don't play, then I'm sorry.
Also, my question was about to be, do you think Diaz has looked the same since he come back from injury?
Yes, apart from that Newcastle game. He was tremendous coming on at Anfield. I can't remember who he played after. Was it just Salford after that? I can't remember. Fulham. He was good against Fulham as well. So, again, we're picking one bad game and basing a player's entire season off of one bad game. It's just like we done off of Kanji last season. He had a couple of bad games, and that erased his legacy in the treble season. It was always, Kanji was never good, such and such. But I don't know.
Do you know what it is to me? Is
we done it with Haaland. Haaland had 2 or 3 games scoreless, and now he has to be dropped out the team.
I just think we're getting very quick to judge, and it's not judging on. Like I said, we're using moments to completely destroy a play. And I don't get it. For me, Kushinov is going to be a world-class defender, but let him get there. People are talking about Kushinov as always world-class now. If that's your version of world-class, then I'm sorry, you have a very low standard of world-class. And this pace thing, well, he's pacer. Bernardo's never been that pace merchant. Diaz has never been my issue is it's Bernardo, Diaz, Haaland, Foden, it's all the people that have been there and won us games and trophies that everybody's going after. And then they all go, but I want this and I want. It's all the new toys. It is new toy syndrome.
I want Foden to be in this team.
No, not mean you. I'm
talking about him.
It's his new toy syndrome. And now football analysts has become who's the quickest. When I've done coaching, and I know people are going to be buddies, no one's ever said to me, how quick are you? I didn't pick my back line on quickness.
You know, you can't start Husanov and Diaz together. You can do that. That is
then you've got to drop Gay, and then everyone will have a mad thing about Gay.
Well, there is a solution out there.
This is what people wanted, though. Everyone was crying last season, we want a big squad. This is a big squad. These are the problems that come with a big squad. And now everyone's melting down. Oh, such and such can't play anymore. Well, this is what you wanted.
That exactly. See, everyone wants us to suddenly become Chelsea now and wants us to go to Kids FC.
I don't think like dropping one player makes you Chelsea FC.
No, it's not that.
Underrate how much experience our squad has. Like, we're just dismissing Foden's 8 years of experience. We're dismissing Haaland and his track record. We're dismissing Martial's track record. We're dismissing Doku's track record. Like, these are still experienced players.
No, but as I said to you last night, they're not top elite experience.
There's not a lot of top elite talent anymore.
And so that's where we will respectfully disagree on this. People have, I just don't get it. I just think there's a lot of excitement over players, which there should be, but they are dismissing players that have been there and done it for us far too easy. 28, 29 is now too old. And what's the other one? 28, 29 is too old, and everyone wants a 21, 22-year-old in. Well, that doesn't work at Chelsea. You don't win nothing.
No, they did win 2 trophies last year.
So you want to win the Conference League?
No, I don't care about that. I'm just
Come
saying.
on. That's what exactly though, but that was a silly comment. The 1-2. Come on.
Well, we won
You
nothing.
want a postseason tournament. You know, I just don't get it. I don't get why everyone's gone to Young FC. I don't know.
I also
It's
want
their
to say
opinion,
that
they could use it.
I would also say I think there is some misinterpreting too of certain comments. Like you can if you're saying you're trying to when you're elevating Husanov, that doesn't mean you're automatically dissing Diaz. You could just be elevating a certain player.
People are doing that though.
Some people are, but not everybody is.
People are dismissing Diaz.
People don't say start Husanov because he's in form. They say start Husanov because Diaz is slow. That's what they do.
Yeah. Diaz is slow. They don't talk about his heading. They don't talk about his passing. Don't talk about his tackling. All they talk about is pace. Then let's go and buy Usain Bolt.
Again, we don't have to. We have Husanov. Who has been clocked as the fastest player in the Champions League this season.
I know, but I'm just
for you.
It's like the Donnarumma Trafford stuff.
Oh God, no, I'm not doing that.
I just feel like I said it last week. Everyone's gonna have a go at me in the comments. People keep telling me we're not a Moni fan base now, but we are a Moni fan base because people are proving it.
If pace mattered so much, why did Usain Bolt fail a trial at Dortmund like 7 years ago? He played in Australia.
I'm shocked that Dortmund will take anybody with potential because they're a selling team.
I'd love to get a compilation tape of Diaz's blocks over the last year or two. The guy throws his body in front
I
of
guarantee
everything.
you there's one on Twitter. Hey, Steve's in the chat.
But the thing is, I'm not bigging up Diaz.
Right, you should go hang
I'm not bigging up Diaz to put Kushinov down. Kushinov is going to be a baller, 1,000%.
But you also have to realize when people are propping up Husanov, that doesn't mean that they're automatically slandering Diaz.
The people I see are doing that. I'm not going to mention him because he's a good friend of mine and he does amazing shows. But I saw the show last night where the headline was Kushinov or Diaz.
I have seen a lot of those. People might just be bored because there's nothing going on this week. But no, for me,
and that's
Diaz
what I dig. I'm just saying.
Starter right now.
That's what starts these conversations.
Just like I said, in certain matchups, just in certain specific matchups, which is not every game, you might need Kusanov in those.
The City Ramble did it. Amos did it the other day. We're talking about it. People are talking about it. People are talking about it. And I'm just pleased that we've got Kushinov, Gueye, Gavardio, and Ruben Diaz. I think for me, and I'm going to say something very, very outrageous now, I think that's the best 4 centre-back pairings in the whole league. I don't even think Arsenal.
And I agree with you.
It's also Arsenal. I'd probably shade Arsenal, but it's definitely up there.
And it wasn't that LB. Listen, LB can do what he wants. Not to dig at anyone. I'm just saying people are doing it and they're entitled to do it, but it does come with a little bit of you're going to cause a little bit of conversation. You are. It's like if I did a Foden or Cherky. I want Foden and Cherky. I want the pair of them. I want Donnarumma
dying for
and
that.
Trafford.
We won't see it now for 2 more years.
Anyway, right, we're going to end there. Bloody hell, we've even got Victor Hayes to come. Jesus, let's not start that, okay? Jesus.
Isn't he going on alone again next season?
That is the plan at the moment. That might change. Exactly. We're bloody lucky to have the problem. Let's big up the problem and let's say how damn lucky we are.
All I know is Steve said he'll take Husanov in a heartbeat if he doesn't play, if he's unhappy with his game time at City.
I don't want Foden or Cherky because I don't like Foden in what?
Oh, he means in the deeper role.
What happened to the Etche Messi train? Well, he's another one apparently who's going to be a World Series. And there's Naipan. And who's the other one? And we got other. Mikasa.
He's doing
bits at Leicester now, so he's going to be the next one who's going to come in and.
Weren't you saying that you wanted to see Divine Mikasa tried as a false 9 as a Holland substitute if Marmoush leaves?
I said it could be an option if you sold Mamouche. I don't think if you sell Mamouche, you just automatically go and buy £70 million backup. I wouldn't mind giving Mikasa a go, but that's just me. Everyone's got their opinion. I don't know. Anyway, Danny, thank you for joining us, mate.
Of course.
Always a pleasure. Please let us know in the comments. Let us know your favourite kits and your worst kits. And I'll look
the treble third shirt.
I'm not here next week. I'm completely off YouTube next week. I'm not going to go into it, but I'm completely off next week. Ed, potentially Pat, are going to run this show next week for the Forest post-match. So next Wednesday's a very simple topic, Nottingham Forest post-match.
We didn't even talk about Leeds.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about Leeds, but we're already at 2.5 hours, and I want to go to bed. Tomorrow, Thursday night chat, I'm not on either. Ozzy and the gang are going to run it. I'm back on Friday at 2 p.m. with 90 Minutes with Tone and Martin. I think Pulpy's joining, and Ozzy may join, and we'll see. No, I'm not at Newcastle away, Curtis. I'll be out of action, mate. But I'm not going to go into it, but I'm not here next week. There are reasons. It's nothing to do with my mum and dad. Yeah. They're fine. I'm going to be safe, touch wood, as long as it all goes well. So, yes. I'll be fine. People who know. They know where I'm going. So, yes. Yeah, please smash those likes. Big up to Beta Games TV. Tariq talks football. He's in the chat. LB's in the chat for Danny. Kelster True City fan. Everyone is in the chat. All the descriptions are in the chat. Please smash those likes. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. I'm live at around about 11:15 in the morning with Daps on South Stand, where we're actually going to talk about this. Him or her, him or them, him or them. We're going to go through all that. Me and Daps are going to have a proper ranty stream, apparently. We're going to put the worlds to right.
You're rubbing your hands. You're proper excited for it.
I actually am. And do you know what did it? It was all this cushion off Diaz, Bernardo, Bing, Foden, Cherky. Everyone's like, why can't we just like everybody? Why can't we all just love them all? But yeah, no, big up to everyone. Please smash the likes. As always, up the blues. Leave us your comments down below. Smash those likes. And I'll see you Friday. I'll see you tomorrow on the South Stand, or Friday on air. And the lads will see you Thursday night chat at 8:30. Big up, Paul.